welcome, folks. Oh, boy. So everyone's now yackulating about the Tampa Bay Lightning on the brink of elimination. So the Lightning have to win on Thursday or else they're done. Eliminated in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. So, series now stands at 3-2 after the loss last night.
Maple Leafs took the lead in like the last 2 minutes or last minute and a half, and the Lightning couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, 4-3 last night, and the Lightning are faced with do or die come Thursday night, and at least they roll back here. You know, they had, 2 games. So the first part of the series, the first 2 games were in Canada. Oh, Canada, in
Yes.
Toronto.
We give the worst hockey recaps in the history of broadcasting.
Think so?
I know you feel obligated to go over the Lightning score, but I don't know that necessarily people are coming to us for in-depth analysis on what happened on the ice yesterday, whether it's in Toronto or Tampa.
By the way, you're not supposed to say Toronto like big toe. You're supposed to say Toronto. Toronto.
Yes.
You're not supposed to pronounce like the second
It's
T.
like a soft T.
It's not
Toronto.
as Americans, it's not our fault that Canada doesn't know how to pronounce their own cities' names.
Hey, that Long John, the Lone Ranger. I was going to say Long John Silver's. The Long Ranger or the Lone Ranger. It's early.
Yes, his partner.
It's freaking early. The Lone Ranger. Who played the Lone in the remake of the movie? Remember
Johnny Depp.
Was it
I
Johnny?
think it was Johnny Depp.
Was it? That's what I was going to say.
Oh, wait, no. Johnny Depp was the Tonto.
Yeah, Johnny Depp was Tonto.
You know what? I only saw like a blurt of that
I didn't
movie
see any of it.
on HBO or something.
Army Hammer was the Lone Ranger.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
cannibal.
the guy who eats, yeah.
Oh, the guy that eats people.
Yes.
Army Hammer.
Oh, he's just a cannibal. Come on.
And then, Johnny Depp was Tonto. And the point I'm trying to say is I was scolded by that Canadian that time for saying Toronto. And I was told, you don't pronounce the second T. It's Toronto. Toronto.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say Toronto. So what about with the Lone Ranger? Do the Canadians say Toronto, or do they say Tonto, or do they go Tono? Because you're not supposed to say Toronto.
What a question.
It's Toronto. What was that?
I said, what a question.
I think we have really analyzed the hell out of Canadians.
Do these damn Canadians, when they're talking about the Lone Ranger,
Yeah.
is it Tono, or is it Tonto?
I think they get real lazy with their double second consonant.
They just don't watch that movie.
You think so?
They're like, we can't say it. No, why not watch it?
What was the deal with Army Hammer? And do you remember what he was really accused of?
Wasn't he looking for people or like sort of fetish like on sites looking for people he could eat?
Was that a real deal, or was that sort of exacerbated
No,
by?
I think he really likes to bite flesh.
So, I mean,
human flesh.
As I'm typing it as we're talking, Vanity Fair did an article a year ago.
The Fall of Army Hammer, a family saga of sex, money, drugs, and betrayal. The actor's life seemed perfect, beautiful wife and kids, sparkling Hollywood career, but a glimpse into his family history reveals how shocking allegations over dark fantasies of cannibalism and bondage and the ensuing fallout are one more chapter in Hammer's fraught legacy.
He said,
You know what? I'm going to try to start using the word fraught in more sentences.
That's actually not a
Fraught.
That's not a bad idea.
Right. Yes, Rux.
he said he is 100% cannibal in a text message.
Okay.
Okay.
That's like the complete opposite of being vegan or gluten free. I'm totally gluten free. Well, I'm cannibal, so
This guy might have issues.
100%.
Yeah, I think that was already determined some time ago that he has some issues. Anyway, where the hell were we? Oh, so the Lightning, they have to win on Thursday night or else it's over. They were in Canada last night, with this kind of heartbreaking late loss. And now they're back in Tampa Bay on Thursday night. They've got to win the next two in order to move to the next round in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Not to put the
How do the Canadians say playoffs?
Blues.
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
You know, Canadians are going to kick your ass when you leave the studio today.
They're going to be waiting outside like I'm a Supreme Court justice or something.
With hockey sticks to beat you.
What were we going to say, Rox?
Nothing. Just the Canadians are going to be lined up 10 deep with hockey sticks. to
Oh, okay. Thank
pummel
you.
you.
Thank you.
After the
And
pummel-
ice
thank you.
skates to stab
Gonna
him.
beat me with a hockey stick. That's fantastic. We are just getting rolling here. It is a pretty jammed up Wednesday. I've got a phenomenal early pile of morons in the news. I found something. I found something interesting that I'd like to listen to with you guys next.
No Hanna-Barbera things.
No. Well, it's not.
Okay.
It's not cartoon sound effect CDs.
That make you feel nauseous?
It's a different CD. All right, hold on. We'll explain. We're back in a minute with an audio oral surprise. That's oral as in AURAL, not ORAL. Big surprise next. 6:07 here at the MJ Morning Show. You don't want to miss this. It happens in a few. What are you laughing at?
That's my second favorite kind of oral surprise.
Yeah,
Great.
Happens.
Great.
Happens next. Don't move. It's the MJ Morning Show. Hey, I want to talk to. have the spin doctors, man. I like the spin doctors. I like two Princes. I like Prince. Can you imagine if you're like seeing double? You clocked over the head, you're seeing double, and then you see two Princes. And hopefully it's like Prince when he's alive and well and not passed out and dead of a fentanyl overdose in the elevator of Paisley Park up in Minnesota. My God, is that depressing or what?
Oh, my God. How would that 911 call go? There's two guys.
I got two Princes.
They're both dressed in purple, and they're not responding.
Yeah, by the way, the song is called Two Princes, the Spin
And
Doctors.
then Prince Charles shows up. Hello.
that would be three Princes then.
So
Three
many.
Princes. You got the MJ Morning Show. Hey, folks, I'm MJ along with Roxanne and Fester and Froggy. Coop is on what? On short final here. He's a couple of days left of Coop. And then we got Casey, the fill-in producer, and we'll see if he can cut it. You know, he wants to turn the gig permanent, but I guess we'll decide whether that's going to happen.
We'll put him through his paces.
Yes, we shall. All right, I want you to hear something. I found a CD. I was just going through some stuff. I still have a bunch of boxes that just have all kinds of old junk and stuff in it. And I found a CD that I want you guys to listen to, and obviously our MJ Morning Show listeners. I'll get to that here in a second. I'm a bit concerned about Froggy's health on a couple of fronts here. I saw a headline, frequent marijuana use may lead to higher risk of heart disease. This is a new study. This just came out, at least the story did, that scientists say a wide-ranging study involving human test subjects as well as mice has shown a link between marijuana use and a higher risk of heart disease. According to Dr. Joseph Wu, who is not only a medical doctor, he's also a head doctor. He's a woo doctor.
No.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a minute. You're right. Hang on. I think I can. Here we go. I've got it. Here we go. We're talking about Dr. Woo. Dr. Wu is an MD and a PhD, and he's the senior author for you listen to me? Or what are you doing over there? Why are you on your phone? Put your damn phone down.
I will not.
Put your phone down.
I will not.
What are you doing over here? What?
I'm reading wrestling news.
Dude, put your phone down while we're on the air. Dude, come on.
Come on.
All right.
What's the health news?
You tell me, what was the headline? You don't even know because you're reading wrestling
Hold
headlines.
on. It's your fault, MJ, because you mentioned the doctor. Doctor.
Oh.
No, that's not it.
Doctor.
And Froggy, while Roxanne thought Dr. Froggy thought another Woo, the wrestling legend, the Nature Boy.
Oh, yes.
Ric Flair. And so.
That always said.
And then it triggered him.
No,
I'm a Nature Boy.
Woo.
Is that how it goes?
No, it was. He goes, woo, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that the deal?
You sure, Froggy?
Sharper.
He goes.
All right, anyway, here's the situation here is Dr. Wu. He's the lead author of the Stanford Cardiovascular Institute study here, and he worked with 25 other doctors, multi-part study, and data for the report had research from, I guess, the United States. Then there was also research from a separate UK study.
So they used both English mice and American mice?
And
these are humans, right?
Humans as well.
They used humans, rodents.
160,000 people in total about their marijuana use, and they gathered all kinds of patient data, and they found that there were 157,331 people who completed the survey.
It's a lot.
They were asked, it's a big study, asked if they used cannabis before. Anyway, it turns out that there's an association with increased heart attacks for those that are age 50 and older when they've used marijuana. So, Froggy, I'm concerned about your health.
He's younger than 50.
But not by much. Froggy is in his 40s.
I'm not worried about
Froggy,
it.
what's your age right now? How old are you?
42 years
Right.
young.
Froggy is 42 now. And should a 42-year-old be named Froggy? Or does he?
Probably not.
Do we need to,
Let's go with Michael.
We need to grow Froggy on the show.
Yeah, but we'll stay with Fester.
Hey, listen, if you want, would you like to read this multi-page report on why your
I don't care.
your marijuana usage might be hurting you?
He does need that report, though, for the paper.
I got a lot of other things to worry about than my health.
For what paper?
the rolling paper.
Oh.
He's going to use that. He's going to use that article.
Dude,
No, that won't be healthy.
Hold on. What happens if you use 8.5 by 11-inch copy machine paper if you don't have like
With ink?
actual rolling paper? What happens?
Nothing. I mean, all the carcinogens you're taking in anyway. Big deal, right, Frog? I mean, what does it matter?
There's not many carcinogens in marijuana.
No, but the papers.
And then the other question
They're
I
all
have,
natural.
Froggy, you were panicking yesterday. Speaking of marijuana usage, and Froggy has a medical marijuana card issued by the state of Florida. What?
Did you see him come in and come right at me?
Yes, I did. That's
Okay.
why I'm bringing this up. Froggy
Well,
yesterday.
I know one of you guys did it.
Froggy rolls in. We're literally in a break. We're about to come back live. And Froggy rolls into the studio and he comes charging at Fester. Where is it? Where is it? And Fester's like, what? My medical marijuana card. Froggy lost his medical marijuana card. At least this was as of yesterday's show. And immediately starts accusing Fester that Fester must have taken Froggy's medical marijuana card issued by the state of Florida as some kind of a joke. And Fester's like, I don't have your medical marijuana card.
Yeah, he's like, you playing a joke on me, bro?
All right, so
Well, I could see you doing that.
Froggy, did you find your
No, I did not.
Oh, it's still missing.
Yeah, it's still missing, but
Oh my God.
Do you have to reapply for one or just call?
you could just show them your. I found out this yesterday, and I'm very relieved.
We have a mystery on our hands. A medical marijuana mystery. So you have no idea where your medical
No,
marijuana card is?
I don't.
It's
I really
gone?
don't. Somebody might have stole it.
Did you leave it at a dispensary maybe?
No.
Does it have your photo on it, or
Yes,
just
it
okay?
does.
So someone can't actually use it as like a fake ID kind of thing.
Well, they can. Do they really check the photo?
Not really.
Hold still, sir. Hold on a second.
First of all, I have no idea how this works because I don't smoke marijuana. I don't have medical issues where I allegedly need marijuana.
I know you just drink like a fiend.
No, I don't.
That's fine. That's much
What
more
are you?
healthy.
What are you talking about?
Much more healthy.
What are you talking? I have a couple of glasses of wine a week.
I saw your bourbon stash last night that you posted.
And yes.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
And I got the call from Lucan's Liquors. And Lucan's had a couple of their private barrel, Elijah Craig barrel proofs for me. So I went and picked those up, and I'm thrilled.
Did I talk about your alcoholism?
I put the 3 bottles that I picked up on my Instagram. Give me a follow. Check out this beautiful trifecta of Kentucky bourbon.
I've never bought 3 bottles of booze at a time. That's for sure.
Dude, I will have these
all
bottles.
Right, let's set up that intervention.
I'll have these bottles for like a couple of years before I go through these, dude. Yeah, all right.
But the liquor in them will be gone.
I have. Guess
tomorrow.
what? I have not had one bit of alcohol. I've had nothing. 0 alcohol. I've had nothing since
Last night.
Saturday night. I had 2 glasses of wine on Saturday night over a 3-hour period. So listen, you can stop your deflection
Somebody's
crap.
very defensive, aren't they?
You can stop your deflection over here, Froggy.
Very defensive.
So answer my question.
Yes.
You need your medical marijuana card to go into one of those marijuana stores that I see.
I found out you don't. You can just show them your license because you're in the system.
Oh, you're in the system. Yeah.
But I do have to
guess what
order.
else is in the system?
All the booze that you have in
No,
yours?
a bunch of THC all going through your veins.
Yes. It
All
goes
that-
through your veins? That's
all
cool.
that THC all jammed in. Yeah. What were we going to say?
I was just going to say I didn't have anything to drink until let's see, Thursday of last week. And then I thought, I'm going to not drink. And then I'm going to go to the Schnitz house and I'm going to have 1 glass of wine and I'm going to like fall over. So I started drinking again last night.
Oh, you're trying to what?
Just
build up your tolerance?
Build up my tolerance.
I don't know if
So
it works like that.
Yeah, that's great methodology right there.
I don't think your tolerance drops in 3 days.
Yeah. I mean, Rox, you've been drinking for, a while.
A few years.
Yeah.
You know what I found? I want you to listen
Just
to
a
this, folks. Folks, I want you to listen to this. I found this old, this is like a Mylar-looking plastic package. And there was a CD inside this package. I'm going to give you a little dose, and then we'll finish up in a second. And then we have early morons of the news we got to get to. I found this package with a CD, and there's a sticker on the package. 20 ways to calm down your noisy neighbors. This is a revenge CD. So if you have noisy neighbors, and I'm thinking this works best in an apartment setting. If you're in a condo or an apartment and you've got a neighbor that just makes a crap load of noise, you're supposed to put this CD into your CD player, crank up your speakers to like 11, just jam them on up. And there are 20 different sound effects on here that are intended to drive your neighbors crazy if they're too loud.
Do you have any idea where you got this CD?
I have no idea. This is.
I think it must be old.
This has got to be very, very. This has got to be 15 years old.
It's a CD.
And it was in a box of just. I was looking for some old papers because I'm selling a piece of property, one of my properties. I'm selling something, and I was looking for some paperwork, looking for some surveys and stuff, and this CD was in the box. I don't know how it got. I mean, I do remember this, that I had this some years ago. So the first audio bite on the CD of revenge to get back at your neighbors who are noisy is this. So you're supposed to crank this up. What, put the speakers right against the wall if you have a noisy neighbor in your apartment building? Oh, my God.
You got to stop it.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is appropriate for a radio show.
Why is that?
Because there's buttons on a radio, and if you play this, I'm going to see what Chad and Chris are doing, because this is awful.
Jackhammer sound effect.
It's like a jackhammer sound, and it goes on for like 5 minutes, and
You could probably put it on loop.
you put it on loop,
Yeah.
or you put the whole CD on loop. All right, folks, that's the teaser. What are the
Stand by. That's the teaser.
What are the 19 other sounds on this
Oh, I have
CD
some guesses.
to drive your neighbor? Oh, some of these are crazy. All right, hold on to that thought. I'll play a little more, and also we'll get into early morons of the news next.
You can only play a nanosecond.
On the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Don't move. This is good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm better than the commercial on the O'Reilly Auto Parts. Wow.
Very energetic.
Yeah, I think so. All right, you got the MJ Morning Show, folks. It is 6:39 here on a Wednesday morning. You know what? Froggy not in the studio. I've asked him a million times, please just be in the studio when we come back. And, I think Froggy owes me a thank you. I think before I get into a little more of these little crazy sound effects to drive your neighbors crazy, and then we morph into the early morons of the news, I think Froggy actually owes me a thank you. I think he should have a little debt of gratitude regarding what I've done on the morning show. Because I am, first of all, concerned about his health and his well-being.
Yes.
But also, I've abided by something that his wife asked me. Froggy, is there something you'd like to thank me about?
No. Why?
I did the marijuana stuff in the safe harbor area of when your kids are not in the car with your wife, Kim, on the way to school, so they're not asking, Mommy, why does Daddy have a medical marijuana card? What does that mean? Did Daddy lose the card? Why did Daddy lose the card? Where is the card?
All right.
Yeah, probably one of your kids have the card.
I don't know, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah, because Kim, Froggy's wife, has kind of read me the riot act. He's like, will you stop talking about Froggy's medical marijuana use during like the time I'm in the car with the kids? Because I got to explain to them what's going on. And
quite a crutch for you.
You realize I can't see Froggy at all? I mean, literally.
That's by
It's
design.
probably the best. You think I want to look at your mug all morning?
Froggy actually builds a wall of monitors so you can't see him in the morning.
Are you guys hearing anything about our new studio being built?
No buzz about that.
I mean,
There's a studio being built here.
I know, but that's taken 100 years. It's like my...
No, 5.
Okay.
Seriously, 5.
Did you ever look at like the pyramids in Egypt and you wonder how they built those amazing structures back, thousands of years
5,000 years
Without
ago.
computers.
That's the pace that they're building this new studio. It's like I saw Max rolling in a stone the other day. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
No, that's for Stonehenge. That's for Stonehenge, St. Pete.
Aliens like they did. Aliens built there. Come on.
Yeah,
All right,
Stonehenge.
so before I get into the early morons in the news, but no, seriously, I think that, you ought to thank me every once in a while. Or Kim ought to thank me. Hey, I heard you did a Froggy marijuana segment, and you did it well before I'm in the car with the kids, so there's no explanation necessary.
It's not that hard. You just stay away from the whatever it
All
is,
right.
720 to 750 or whatever.
You said 420?
Yeah.
Is that what you said, 420?
Yeah.
420. All right, a couple more cuts from this CD. If you're just tuning in, I'm going through a box. I'm going through some paperwork, and for whatever reason, this little plastic wrapper with a sticker on it, 20 Ways to Calm Your Noisy Neighbors Revenge CD. And it's got all these sound effects to get back at noisy neighbors to let them have it. So Fester did not like the first one we played last segment, and that was some kind of a drill.
I didn't know what to expect last segment, but now that I know what these sound effects are,
You're supposed to put the CD in the machine, crank it up, and like put the speakers against the wall if you're like in an apartment complex. That's where this would work best. All right, what is this one? Tell me what you think this one is. Do you like this one?
I don't like any of them.
What?
We're at a party.
I can't hear you, Fester. What?
I hate them all.
What?
This
This
hates
is-
everything.
What?
This is terrible right now.
Yeah, it's what's terrible.
The fact that you're playing it on a radio at 6:43 in the morning.
What a party.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
What, you had a rave? Is that the rave?
That's track 2. Party, at least 200 people is what it
Okay,
says.
At least 200 people.
Doesn't sound like 200.
All right, you ready for number 3? Oh, you're gonna like this one. Hang on a minute. All right, let me hit stop here. This is number 3. Oh boy, what is this one?
I was wondering if there were sex sounds.
Yeah, I was
on
thinking there'd be like porn music.
there. Oh, are they murdering each other?
All right,
Those are the most annoying fornicators I've ever heard.
there's like 5 minutes of this. Is that one okay or no?
I'll tell you, I don't think either of them are doing it right.
Then we have this one. Here's track 4 of how to get back at noisy neighbors. This is track 4. All right, it starts off little ambient noise, and
This is nice, actually.
yeah, that's pretty nice. And what's that sound app that puts you to sleep? What's that like?
Sleeps.
There's an app you can get.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
All right, so hang on a minute. Then it gets Then you can hear it's a train. It's a 300-car freight train. Sorry, Festy,
nice.
Do you hate that one as well?
I hate them all.
Uh,
I hate every one of them.
Okay, here's the next one. This is drum played by a child.
Oh, nice.
I don't need to hear this. I know what it sounds like. Done.
Those are bongos.
Just play that against your neighbor's wall. Put it on loop.
right.
That's drum played by a child.
Okay.
I think the drum's broke.
I think the joke on this is expired.
Track. What do you mean?
Professor wants you to move on.
What do you got next?
He's the director.
Dude, number 6.
We only
Please.
got 50
Do you
more.
have a gun?
Number 6 is
No,
Inhuman.
I don't mean a gunshot. I mean an actual gun.
Number 6 is Inhuman Screams.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Good morning, everybody.
Those are awful.
you don't like this?
Do they have a planes landing?
Oh.
That's super annoying.
Hang on, I haven't read the whole list.
That would be nice.
All right, what is this one? What is this noise to get back at your neighbors with on this revenge CD?
Footsteps?
Like your boss coming around the corner to check up on you in your cubicle.
Woman in high heels.
Oh, that's hot.
So you just
She
Sound
walked
like
into my
Blocky.
office looking like a dame.
looking like a
I
dame.
don't know about that one pissing off neighbors.
Yeah, that'd be hot.
This is a domestic squabble.
Jeez.
Now that sounded more like
Oh, man, and a woman fighting?
This,
this sounds good. This sounds better than the
I
fornication.
hate you. I
this
hate
is-
you.
It's a domestic squabble.
Just put that on loop for
My
7 hours.
God, they're wrecking the place. What do you think?
Why is he so abusive?
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's a good way to get a visit from the police.
gives you an idea. Practicing scales on a violin, traffic jam, garbage truck, newborn baby, phone ringing, pigeons.
Let's hear the phone ring.
yeah.
You can really tell how old the CD
The
is.
phone ring is track 6. This is the
A
last
rotary
one.
phone?
This is the last one. Then we get into early morons of the news.
Oh, we're not playing pigeons?
Track 16 is phone ringing. Let's see what kind of phone this is.
Oh,
Hello?
yeah. That is old.
Is this Transylvania 65000?
All right.
That's
So,
an original Alexander Graham Bell.
Yeah.
so take that CD and break it.
I'm not breaking the CD.
What are you going to...
I mean, these days you can find those sound effects
And
anywhere.
I just took the CD out of the machine. By the way, I'm showing this to MJ TV viewers right now, or those that decide to watch MJ TV later. I'm holding it up. A little plastic wrapper. It says Revenge. 20 Ways to Calm Down Your Noisy Neighbors, Revenge CD. And this was in an old box of mine, and I don't know how old this is, but it's got to be like 15 years old. So fun with sound effects here on the MJ Morning Show.
I don't know if I'd use the word fun.
That was real cool.
Yeah.
I think I would use fun.
That was
Okay,
super
I mean,
fun. That was the fun button right
I think
there.
the word fun can now sue you for disparaging what the word fun actually means.
All right, are you guys ready for some early morons in the news?
Sure.
Well, let's go. All right, in no particular order here. There's just a lot of stuff. First, though, Froggy, I guess you would know this better than anyone else. Have you ever heard of Tammy Sitch?
Oh, Sonny from the WWE, yeah.
What?
Sonny from the WWE.
Am I saying her last name right? Because her last name is spelled
Tammy Sitch.
her last name is spelled Sytch.
Yes.
It's Tammy Sitch, and she goes by what?
Well, she used to be Sonny in the WWE.
What does she do now?
Murders people and drinks.
Oh, so you knew this?
Of course. I told you I follow the hot wrestling news.
Dude, did this like pop up in your wrestling news feed?
Well, she's been a disaster for a while. She's had domestic disputes. She stabbed her
Oh,
boyfriend
wait
a
a
few
second.
years
Let
ago.
me put track 5 back on.
Yeah, that's her.
Let
That
me-
is her.
Let me put the domestic dispute back on.
And she had a porn tape out, so you could use another track too.
Oh my God. I saw this headline. I'm like, I wonder if Froggy knows who this is. WWE star Tammy Sitch, 49, arrested by cops here in Florida, caused a crash that killed a 75-year-old guy.
Yeah.
She was driving with a blood alcohol level of 3.5 times the legal limit.
That was her 7th DUI.
What?
She's had 7.
So remember earlier in the show, MJ, when you were knocking on Froggy for reading about wrestling news?
That's what I was reading. Yeah.
This is all coming to harvest now. Good job, Froggy.
And then
Yeah.
her mug shot, she's smiling in a mug shot.
She's nuts.
Just-
She has a busted eye.
And her eyes got bruised up eyeball.
If you look at her in the 90s in WWE, you would be shocked how amazing she looked compared to now.
Oh my God! All right,
How
hold
old
on.
is she now?
Well, hold on to that thought.
49.
Hold on. She looks like she's 79.
You got to look at her back
Hang
in
on.
the day.
She actually, in her mugshot, she looks like she's older than the 75-year-old she killed while drunk driving, allegedly. All right, hold on to that thought, and then we'll finish up with the rest of the morons in the news. I haven't even scratched the surface today. Oh my God! Fester just brought up a picture of her.
Yeah. The old
Holy-
picture, she's so
oh
cute.
my
This has like a
God.
Debbie Gibson look to her.
Oh my! Oh, all right, hold on. We're back in a minute. We'll jump back into the morons in the news next. Don't move. We're loaded. You're gonna love it. Guaranteed. Money back. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Oh. This. I guess this timing is. Hey, folks, I am MJ, along with Fester and Froggy and Roxanne. And Coop, our producer, I can only say Coop, our producer, for another couple of days. And then he departs the MJ Morning Show for an exciting career in a cubicle at a call center. So, Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed. All right. And he's giving me the evil eye.
I mean, I wish that was a joke.
Hey, we're throwing a going-away party for Coop at my house on Friday night. We should invite everybody, 7 to 9 p.m. Everyone's got to be out by 9.
Yeah, you put a heart out. How does that work? Do you just say, okay, everybody? Does it?
I like
does
a
the
heart
alarm
out.
go off?
We have ejection seats is what we have.
You have a big hook.
Oh, Coop, can you pull as much of the air traffic audio of the pilot? I mean, there's a private plane, a small private plane that was landed by a student who I don't even think he was a student yet. I think he was on like a discovery flight.
Yeah, he had no experience.
Zero experience. And the instructor, the pilot, he passes out. And this guy doesn't know jack squat about airplanes.
What a nightmare.
He hadn't started taking his lessons yet, and the guy lands the plane. All right, you got to hear the audio. So, Coop, try and search for as much of there's a ton of audio out there, from the radio with air traffic control and talking to this dude. Try and grab that. This is an amazing story. All right, early morons in the news, chunk 2, moving on here. And Froggy knew exactly what I was talking about. The story I did just a few minutes ago was this WWE former star, Tammy Sitch. And what was her wrestling name?
She was Sunny.
And when did she leave?
WWE?
When did she leave the WWE?
She was big during the Attitude Era when The Rock was there and Stone Cold was there. She was a manager, so she would walk the wrestlers down to the ring. But she was the first WWE diva.
Was she like the 90s?
Yeah, mid-90s.
I'm looking at a picture of her where she is smoking hot.
Yeah.
Festa, bring up the shot that you had. I think it was on the Daily Mail.
Yep.
Bring up the image of her in the ring, and look right there. Look, Froggy, come over here. Lean in.
I've seen him all.
Look,
He knows her well.
I can't believe this is the same
Here's
woman.
a good one, too.
Oh, my God. What happened to her?
It's the same woman 25 years later.
Drugs and booze.
But it looks like she was pile-drived like 150 times
I don't know that your mugshot is
into
necessarily...
medieval spiked beds.
It's not the best photo.
Oh, here's
No,
a good
it's
one
not.
of old her.
Oh, wow. Anyway.
She's very popular.
Folks, which brings me to my advice. Children, don't drink and drive. She bashed into a guy. She was driving a Mercedes and smashed into a 75-year-old guy driving a 2013 Kia Sorento. He didn't make it.
No.
My
Awful.
God. This happened in Ormond Beach. And now she's been arrested by police here in Florida. Over in Ormond Beach is where the crash occurred.
Yeah, she's done for.
Roxanne, it's time for Geography with MJ. Roxanne,
Oh, boy.
where is Ormond Beach, Florida?
Ooh.
Where is, for $10,000, Roxanne, where is Ormond Beach, Florida?
I'm going to say...
Within 200 miles.
I'm going to say get on I-4, go across I-4,
Oh,
and then
Fester,
head
is she
north.
looking at something?
No,
No.
no.
I mean,
And
you gave her a 200-mile barrier.
Okay,
MJ.
Yeah.
okay, 2 miles.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
say
within 2 miles.
East Coast, north of Daytona Beach.
All right,
It's very confusing.
You're cheating.
No, I'm not.
You are cheating.
No,
Hold
I'm
on.
just-
Hold on. If you follow I-4 to the Atlantic, you can stop the clicker or the timer here.
No, I like this annoying sound. All right, I'll shut it off.
So
right.
if you take I-4 to the Atlantic, it's really a 50-50 if you have no idea
Yeah,
where it is. It's
but-
either north or south.
No, but I drive that way. Sometimes I'll take I-4 and I'll go south, and I've never seen Ormond Beach,
Yeah.
so I'm assuming it's north.
Ormond Beach is just north of Daytona.
Wow, Roxanne.
Powers of
Oh.
deduction.
$10,000. Just kidding.
He meant pesos.
You were 2.5 miles away. Sorry.
Yeah, man, this woman's a wreck. And then you want to talk about other DUI wrecks. Really? And, hey, what a shocker. What a shocker here. A guy shows up to court drunk.
Whoa.
I mean, what's going on here?
What was the charge?
A guy arrested 3 times for DUI drove to court drunk.
Oh, my God.
Last Thursday, 58-year-old Pennsylvania dude drove drunk to court. He was going to be arraigned after 3 previous DUI cases. It was also 11 a.m. If you're showing up drunk at court at 11 a.m., you have a probs. What do you think?
I mean, you can't drink all day if you don't start early.
The hearing was for a DUI case last month where he crashed into a fence, took out a whole fence while he was allegedly driving drunk. And at the time of that, he was already on probation for 2 other DUI cases from earlier this year. 2 other DUI cases from just the past, 5 months. Why is this guy on the road? Why wasn't his license taken away? Why is this guy a menace on the roads of Pennsylvania?
So was it coming from like a brunch where they served alcohol at 11 a.m.?
Yeah, it was all you could drink mimosas.
I want to think he'd been going all night.
On a Tuesday. Let's go to a brunch.
It's Mimosa Tuesday morning. My God. You know, I had an idea for a concept for a restaurant. The overhead drink trolley.
What do you mean, like they have in Japan, where the trolleys bring the food?
Well, no, you've got the sushi conveyor belt.
Yeah.
You've got the
like that, but above your head.
It's called kaiten sushi, kaiten sushi, which I love. And
wait, the people that still exists during COVID? All that food going around, people coughing on it.
You know what? The whole conveyor belt sushi in Japan, that might have been slowed down a little bit during COVID. Yeah,
That's a really good question, Froggy.
Oh, look, here comes the Maguro.
Sorry.
There's the hamachi. Oh, that sea urchin looks good. Oh, here's the container filled with COVID.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah. I'm sure that was curtailed a bit. No, but I had this idea where you have a restaurant where there's like a track overhead. You know, imagine like a factory where like there's the parts come in overhead like a car factory. You have a restaurant where the drink machine goes around the restaurant and it stops at individual tables and it goes bzzz,
like a soda machine?
Exactly. Bzzz, and it lowers itself, and then right at your table you get to push the button for the drink you want. And then you put your glass right there, and then you send it on, and then it goes on to the next table.
Or you could just move your glass at the last minute, and then it sprays the whole table.
Yeah, well, what's going to happen when this malfunctions and there's soda all over the restaurant?
Guys, do you like this idea?
No, it's awful.
I had this idea when I was like 7.
I can tell.
Seriously, this
sounds like a 7-year-old idea.
This was an idea that I had, and I've been carrying this idea with me for my entire life.
It's like 2 socks on a roll for me.
The overhead restaurant drink trolley, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
So no food overhead, just drink.
No, yeah, the drink. No, but I also thought about what if the trolley could deliver food as well, and then and it drops it right down on your table.
Just nobody working there.
Sounds fantastic.
You know what? At 7 years old, back in 1973, I was already thinking about how to eliminate jobs.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Quite a visionary.
I'm kidding. No, but I'm serious about the concept.
Yeah, you really were.
All right. Moving along, this dude. Can you imagine that?
No.
This guy has 3 DUIs in just the first part of 2022, and this guy's still on the road?
This year's not working out the way he thought it would.
My God. All right, this caught my attention. Our friends of the Smoking Gun have a headline, and this just caught my attention, which, if this doesn't catch your attention, I don't know what you're thinking here. Victim doused with urine due to pooping chicken.
You have number 1 and number 2 both in the headline.
What was that? How are chickens involved?
Victim doused with urine due to pooping chicken. I'm like, okay, you had me at doused. All right? Mm-hmm. Let me see what this story has to offer here. And, of course, this is Florida. Where's the Palm Haven Mobile Home Park in St. Petersburg? Can you tell me? This is local, folks. This is absolutely local. This could be right down the road from the radio station, because here at Q105 and the MJ Morning Show, we are in studio. We're in beautiful St. Pete. We're near, 4th and Gandy is where we're located near. And this happened.
10 minutes away.
Yeah, I mean, it's right around the corner at in the Lilman area.
Oh, Lilman?
Yeah, 34th Street and 58th.
Oh, nice. So here's what happened. A neighbor's chicken was pooping all over this other woman's back patio in the fabulous, award-winning, Architectural Digest featured Palm Haven Mobile Home Park.
What?
Here, oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I was serious. I thought you were serious about the architecture.
They were. You thought really?
I was like, do they have a mobile park?
Well, I was. They were recently featured in the mobile home section of Architectural Digest.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Talking about mobile home parks that haven't changed since 1952.
You ought to festers on Google Maps right now.
I mean, I'm sure it's a lovely place.
I got to be honest. A chicken pooping on your back porch in the Palm Haven Mobile Home Park, that might be classified as an improvement.
Make the value go up a little
Or
bit.
at least the trailers of the mobile homes that I'm looking at looking at right now on Google Maps.
Well, we made some improvements here. We took a bunch of chicken crap and resealed the roof with it. So,
Yes, who needs caulking when you've got chicken poop?
I want you to know we use all natural products here. This whole thing's sealed tight with chicken poop.
Here's the deal. So this woman is angry that a chicken walking around the mobile home park was pooping on the back patio of her trailer. So she allegedly got a bucket of pee from her bathroom.
That's right.
Because that's
Now-
where who keeps a bucket of pee?
Well, you don't have to keep it. You have to make it.
What,
You get it out of the toilet.
Well, hold on a minute. Or do they not have indoor plumbing in some of the mobile homes?
Oh, yeah, they use a bucket.
Yeah. Do they use a bucket?
There's a lot of good questions on this one.
Oh, bleep it. I'll use the bucket. What would that be? Has that rhyme? Oh,
2 tiers in it?
Oh,
no,
oh,
don't
yeah.
don't say it. Don't say it. So the woman gets a bucket of pee from her bathroom, goes to the bird owner's home, her mobile home, and throws the bucket of pee on the woman.
I think what she did is I think she peed in a bucket, but they
My
tried to soften it and just said, got a bucket of pee from her bathroom.
Hold on. Hey, Casey, was that Casey's work right there, or was that Coop's work? Whose work? Oh, that was you, Coop? Yeah,
No.
I heard that bucket of pee being tossed. Can I hear that bucket of pee one more time? Oh, man.
Sounded like something was being thrown into the bucket of pee.
Looks like she's been collecting that bucket of pee for quite some time.
That's a lot.
All right, so cops arrested Christine Turman, 57 years old, misdemeanor battery charge for this confrontation that happened, Sunday night. Yeah, cops say that Turman was mad at the victim, Lauren Stenzel, because his chicken in the mobile home park was pooping all over her back patio. She went inside, got a bucket of pee from her bathroom, walked back out, and threw a full bucket of pee on the neighbor. But again, this raises the question, why does she have a full bucket of pee?
I got to see the size of the bucket. I have to know how much water she consumed in the previous 24 hours. I have to know if she pulled it out of the commode with a ladle. Because you can't fit a bucket in the commode. You have to use a ladle.
The whole bucket was thrown at this guy. So the bucket also hit the liquid hit him, and then the actual physical bucket hit Mr. Stenzel in the face.
Okay, I am predisposed to think bucket when you say that. I think of like the Home Depot 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But that can't be the bucket. I mean, 5
That's what I
gallons of
picture.
the stuff is a long time to produce.
I am reading from the Pinellas County Deputy Sheriff's Police report, and it says, quote, the victim was wet when we arrived and smelled of urine. Ugh.
All right,
Maybe it was like a beach bucket.
See,
They just dumped it
And
in there.
the bucket that struck Stenzel in the face caused him pain, and they arrived, and he smelled like urine.
Oh. You're in trouble.
I didn't say that because it's just too easy,
No, I
Fester.
did. I have no problem with
but,
easy jokes.
The arrest report does not indicate why the woman had a bucket of pee handy.
You're in trouble.
Okay, hold on now.
Wait.
This chicken has been violating her patio for some time. So she could have been accumulating this bucket in like some devious plan. I'm going to get this guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Wait.
she had a lot of it if he still stunk like it by the
Oh,
time
yeah, the cops
officers
show up,
arrived
yeah.
and was still wet.
Oh my God. So, folks, the morons in the news within like just minutes of our studio right here, it's a daily occurrence. Whether it's St. Pete, whether it's Largo, I'm telling you, we're obviously in in a Florida hotspot right here. Anyway, Terman was booked into the Pinellas County Jail, and she was released. Looks like she was released. She was released yesterday.
Out on bond.
Yeah. Released on a $500 bond.
A texter with quite a lot of insight said that in jail, inmates will save buckets of what we're talking about and throw it at people.
Yes.
What did Mig say to you? little Silence of the Lambs reference there.
You said I smell your chicken.
You know what?
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Is that chicken cacciatore by any chance? I don't know what it is with Florida, folks. Today, we are Florida bound with all these morons. A woman here in Florida was arrested after beating somebody else's child at day school.
Was she the instructor or was she like the person in charge?
Oh, my God. Florida woman. This is Florida City. So Florida City isn't that down like near the Everglades, Florida City, right?
I think so.
Is that like Collier County or where?
I feel like there's an outlet mall down there.
It's like south of Miami. It's like the last town before you hit the Keys.
All right, so okay, it's not Collier County. It's gonna be Miami-Dade County. All right, so Florida City.
It's Homestead.
There we go. All right, Katie Ann Sewell or Sewell, Sewell. Katie Ann Sewell, 33 years old. She hit another student with a belt. So she's facing all kinds of charges. She beat another person's child at this Bethel Seventh-day Adventist school on Thursday. And she's in trouble, obviously. The victim's mother, Zendre Pollard, told WTVJ down in Miami that her son was being bullied and defended himself against another student. He called and said someone was bullying him, fat-shaming him, and he picked up the child and dropped the child back down on his feet. After the incident, this woman, Sewell, showed up at the school and attacked the victim with a belt. It was also caught on camera. Pollard said that her son got a busted lip after being hit by the other mother, the mother of the child that this woman's son got into an altercation with. Yeah, that is not acceptable. Let me give you some. Let me give you some school tips. If your kid, and you know what, these stories have come up in the past. If your kid is bullied by another kid, it is not permissible for you to go on the school bus and give that kid an ass whooping. You can't do that.
As much as you want to.
Hey, we've had those stories in the past. Remember, we've had numerous stories over the years where a kid's getting bullied on a school bus, and the parents waiting at the bus stop, and the mother will go on the bus and start whacking the kid around that's bullying the kid on the way to school.
Yeah, you can't lay hands on somebody else's kid. You can't lay hands on your kid. Come on, man. MJ, so this kid who got the belt from the mom was the kid who's also being bullied.
Yeah. So
it's not like the mother went after her son's bully. Her son is bullying this kid. This kid reacts.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
he has to deal with the mom with the belt.
Yeah, and he has a bully for a mom. So that's where he got it from.
Double whammy.
Deal with the whole family.
There's a double whammy going on here.
Boy, I have to kick the whole family's ass, starting with grandma.
Anyway, this is just a little life lesson here. This is a public service announcement for the MJ Morning Show. Yeah. If you're an adult, you don't want to beat a kid because there's an altercation with your child and some other kid. And yeah, that other kid was on the wrong side of his family times two, the son and the mother.
Where do you see my mom?
Crazy story. All right, 7:20 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, first of all, did the power company, did they soften up? I've got a question with my power company. Now, of course, in the Tampa Bay area, you have a couple of power companies. And I just want to know, is the power company that I use, are they softening up? I had an incident, and I want to explain the incident that I had with the power company. And I just remember a much different situation years ago. So what problem have I had with the power company? I'll explain next. And I want to know if people have had the same issue here. Oh, also, Tom Brady update. We gave you the breaking news yesterday on Tom Brady. And the fact that he's going to be joining Fox you saw the numbers, that he's got a ridiculous 10-year deal. But did you see the backlash on Tom Brady? There's a little bit of Tom Brady backlash, and we'll get into that coming up next, and a whole lot more. Folks, we're loaded in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Don't move. Now, coop for a couple more days, and I want to ask a question about power. Fester, who's your power company? Who do you have?
I am a Tico.
All right, so you're Tico.
Yes.
Now, Froggy's not going to. Froggy, who's your Yes, you're right. I'm like, Froggy's not going to have any idea.
Tico.
All right, so Tico is your power company. All right, hey, Roxanne.
We all live in Hillsborough County, so the majority we'd all be Tico customers.
Just making sure. I don't know if she's like the Withlacoochee Power Cooperative or something.
She's off the grid.
I just wanted to say Withlacoochee.
Yes.
Now, listen, you've got Duke Energy,
right?
So Duke Energy and Tico are the big ones here in the Tampa Bay area, right? All right, is the power company softening up?
In what regard?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. I just want to know, is the power company kind of softening up? Did like COVID cause them to soften up? Now, my power company, living in South Tampa, I'm also a Tico customer. And I missed my power bill payment date.
Okay.
And
criminal.
I don't often do this, but I missed my power bill payment date.
Okay, when you say don't often,
for last month.
when was the last time you missed your bill? Like never?
Like I think like 12 years ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago. I would say at least 12 years ago. Now, I get the email update. I make a point that the minute I get the email saying, hey, your new power bill is ready, the minute I get that, I usually just instantly go to bill pay on my app for my bank, and I look at the amount on the bill. For instance, I just got, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is I just got the new e-bill. So literally it came in at 6:01 this morning. We were just opening up the MJ Morning Show. 6:01 this morning, I get the email, new bill for Tampa Electric, account number, blah, 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 dear, blah, 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 current monthly charges. Should I give out my current power bill amount?
We don't care.
My current, it's not, listen, I don't think it's too bad. So current month charges, due date 5/31. So usually when I get this email from Tico, I immediately just go to my bill pay, lock it in, set the payment date, and I know it's cool. For whatever reason, last month, it just got by me. I remember seeing it, and I you know what? I procrastinated. I said, all right, hey, you know what? I was doing something. I was busy. I'll do it later. And for whatever reason, I just forgot. And then I noticed at the end of the month, I was just tying up some of my bills and my credit cards. I have all my credit cards are set for this certain day. Like if you have multiple credit cards, like Roxanne, how many credit cards do you have? What do you have?
I have 3.
You have American Express?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't have American Express.
You don't have American Express?
No, no. Let's give out the credit card numbers too. So if someone wants to, fake my identity and
462
Whoa.
98.
Hold on a minute. Why are you jumping to that? I'm just saying.
Because I always think like the worst. Like, let's give out all the specific credit cards that I have. So then someone could what is it called?
I'm just saying Visa or MasterCard or American Express or.
Not terribly specific.
Do you have? Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah. It's not. Do you have Discover?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
That's specific.
So you have a Discover, a Visa, and a MasterCard.
I do. Yes.
Did I name the 3?
You named the 3.
Oh my God, you're going to be the subject of a trifecta, a 3-way. You're going to have a 3-way later on.
MJ.
You're going to have a 3-way later on. And it's not going to involve Doug. It's going to involve your 3 credit cards, and you're going to be credit card defrauded.
See?
Everywhere.
I'm afraid so.
Hey.
I just gave out just generically. Do you know how many different Visa and MasterCards there are out there? My God. All right.
I found out some very private information about Roxanne, MJ. We can steal her identity now. She apparently has a Visa, a MasterCard, and a Discover card.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
I knew it.
She has a Discover card. Oh, my God. You get cagey about the goofiest things sometimes.
Yes.
You do. I'm being honest. But here's the deal. And I'm going to explain what's going on with the power company. What are you laughing at?
I'm just thinking how cagey she gets about things because I don't want people knowing I drink that brand of water. Who cares?
Dasani, don't tell them.
Don't tell them.
I don't want people to know that I have a toilet in my house.
Yes, 2 of them.
Oh my God.
You use bucket?
How many toilets in your house? I'm going to guess you have 3 or 4, right?
Uh-huh.
How many? Oh, I'm not giving out that information.
Not an answer.
I'm not going to tell you how many toilets I have. I'm going to have a toilet stalker.
I mean, if I count the trees, I have 12.
I'm not giving out that. That's personal information, and I'm going to end up with a psycho toilet stalker.
Gosh.
Stalking Roxanne's toilets.
It's amazing what information people think is private and information that just totally doesn't matter.
I
Seriously,
actually have 5 toilets.
you have 5 toilets in your house?
But 2 of them are little tiny ones at the for potty training.
Oh, they're not real toilets. They're little plastic crappers, right?
Don't tell that to Doug. Don't tell that to Doug. He's like, whoa.
But you have 3 real toilets
3
in your
real
house?
toilets.
All right, 3 real ones installed on the floor. All right, here's the deal.
No, on the roof.
Why was I asking about credit cards?
Okay.
Because I have a Visa, a MasterCard, and American Express. So I have 3 credit cards, and then I have the debit card from my bank.
Okay.
I have a debit card from my credit union. So I have my credit card bills all set up to be paid at the first of the month. Because if you have multiple credit cards, for instance, Roxanne, are your dates all over?
It's super annoying. So I have one that's like the 15th, and then the other 2 are closer to the beginning of the month.
Right. So you know that you can ask the credit card company to change your billing date.
I've thought about doing that before.
Well, don't think about it. Just do it. Because I have all 3 of my credit cards due on the first of the month. So I know it's a done deal. My power bill is usually, it's like the end of the month. That's when my power bill day, and I just forgot. Last month, for the month of April, I forgot. And I caught it, after the due date, and I went on to my banking, my bill pay, and I set it up. And for whatever reason with Tico and my bill pay, it's not like electronic, like the next day. So do they have to mail a check or whatever the story was? Anyway, I was probably 5-6 days past the due date. The point I'm trying to make here, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, and what question did I originally ask?
If the power companies are softening up?
Yes, because I got no screaming delinquent notice. I got nothing in the mail so far. Did they soften up with COVID, or what's the story? Because, as I said, I was late about 12 years ago, and my God, it was like I was 4 minutes late with my power bill with Tico. And don't get me wrong, I like Tico. Tico has been one of the best, most reliable power companies that I've ever had. I've lived around the country. I've dealt with multiple power companies, and I will say I like Tico. Tico has been a pretty darn good, solid company. I can really count the number of outages on just a couple of fingers in the 20 some odd. I've lived here since 1994. But the question I have is Tico softening? Because last time I got all kinds. I think they were calling my phone. I got a disconnect. It was in 8 minutes somehow in my mailbox was a disconnect notice. Warning, your power bill is late. This is your final warning. Disconnection. We're cutting you off. We're yanking the wires out of your walls. We're going to burn your house down.
Any place can do it if they wanted to. It's the power company.
But I was late. And I'm about 6 days late, and nothing.
Okay, so
I didn't even get an email saying, "Hey, bozo, hey, schnithead, you're late." Nothing.
I think they operate more on a monthly scale to where it's due, and then it's past due, and then it's not delinquent until 60 days later or 45 days later.
Listen, oh my God, it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. All right. I had a threatening notice from Tico that they were shutting my power off. I had to go to some seedy bill pay place on Kennedy Boulevard.
Okay, so back in the day,
yes.
I don't know if this still happens. I haven't been delinquent in my.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
They mail a white card. the passive aggressive white card that your balance of $428 because it's everything.
No, I had a yellow card. I
Okay,
think.
I think mine was. I got one before.
I was like in a soccer match. I got yellow carded.
It was like a white,
or maybe I got red carded. It was some card. I got a
color card.
It was like
white,
it was an ominous looking, and they were threatening me.
And they're like, we will turn your power off in 24 hours or something like that. And I had to go to Amscot. I had to go to the Amscot and pay my power bill to Amscot,
listen,
and then it got processed through.
I didn't go there. I remember I had to go somewhere on Kennedy, not far from Fox 13 Sky Tower, and Paul Delgado's parking spot. And Kelly Ring's retiring this month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were invited to the going away party. Should we go? I don't want it to be like a super spreader event.
You're gonna be fine.
All right, because I'm going on the scuba trip with Julian. A couple of weeks after that.
As long as Kelly's party doesn't interfere with Coop's party, it's fine.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're having Coop's party. It's outdoors. It's on my lanai outside, and we'll be, spread out. We'll have fans going, blowing, napkins in your face and everything.
I could think of nobody I'd rather get COVID from than Kelly Ring.
I had to go to a place on Kennedy. It was not Amscot. It was like
like that check cash place?
It was like an old 7-Eleven looking building. And they had like plexiglass, like 5-inch plastic like screens, and
look, you got out alive.
I had to go in and pay my Tico bill under threat. Now, keep in mind, I have been a Tico customer since 1994. I was never late. And then like 12, 13 years ago, I'm late and I get the warnings and the disconnections and loser. We're yanking the wires out of your house. And I had under threat of having our power turned off. I had to drive down Kennedy and hand a check. I don't even know it might have been cash. It might have been cash.
Yeah, they don't take a check.
You know what? I think I had to go to the ATM and get cash and slip it under this little slot with this 6-inch bank glass. Yeah. And that was I've never been to another one of those places again.
That's what happens when you're a deadbeat loaf.
The point is, 12, 15 years ago, 13 years ago, I was late, and my God, it was like I killed like a whole family next door. And then now I was late, just this last month,
but you were a week late.
But that's what I was only a couple of days late or a day late.
I don't know. I think it's on the month. I think you have to be a whole month late before.
No.
It didn't used to be that way.
No,
I don't know.
I'm telling you, they softened up. My previous experience 13 years ago was that I was like a day late,
and they're calling
suddenly
your credit company.
They're reading me the riot act. They're threatening me. They said they're going to kidnap my kids. They're gonna steal my car and run it into the Hillsborough River. I mean, all kind. And then now I'm late, and I don't have a peep, nothing, crickets. So I'm wondering if it's like the softer side of Tico is. Come
COVID,
see the softer side of, but nothing. And I paid the bill, but I had nothing in the mail yet, and no email, nothing, zero. So I'm wondering if they're just they're becoming softies over there.
I know that during the height of COVID, there were payment plans and not forgiveness, but delays and turning off power for people who are struggling.
Exactly.
And maybe they thought times were tough at the MJ household. And they're like, you know what? Let's just give this guy a break.
And they are tough.
Yes.
And they continue to be tough.
Yes. Let's give this guy a break until at least the end of the month.
You
and
know,
then we'll just give
Do
him
you have
nice...
some sad things are tough music by any chance?
Yeah.
Coop and Casey, the new guy that's going to be taking over for Coop. If you have any sad music, please.
Now would be the right time.
All right, before I move on, I've got a Britney Spears surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, a Britney Spears surprise.
Oh, you teased us with this yesterday.
Yes, I did. I'm going to come to your house and pull the power wires out as well later on. That's going to be another surpriser. All right, so I have a Britney Spears surprise. First, should we take a couple of phone calls on the power issue? No?
No.
Okay, all right.
Obviously.
All
right. Oh, okay. We got it.
Okay, Fester says no. I will not take any phone calls on the power issue. But I just thought it was interesting to point out. Now, on to the Britney Spears surprise, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Fester, is the video queued up, or did you screw with it? Because it was set, and now it looks like, all right, Fester.
Just click any one of them. They're all the same.
All right, Fester, leave the computer alone.
You got it. Go.
Get your hands off the mouse. Folks, we're going to post this at mjmorningshow.com. Somebody sent me. What are you shaking your head at?
I think it's the wrong one.
It's not the wrong.
Okay.
Just
That's right.
Just leave it. It's fine.
Right.
All right. This is the one that was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. This is fine. All right. Somebody sent me a link of me along with BJ from the old MJ and BJ show before we came just the MJ Morning Show in February of 2001. Folks, historically, it was the MJ and BJ show from 1994 to February of 2001. Then it became the MJ Morning Show, and, well, here we are. We're back again, round 2 of the MJ Morning Show. Somebody sent me a video of myself and BJ, along with Jack Harris, at his old TV show with Britney Spears and NSYNC.
Now,
We were just talking about this.
NSYNC was the big concert.
Yes.
And Britney was the opening act.
Right. And this is absolutely incredible.
Now, this is at the Brandon Mall.
Yeah, that's right. They used to do it at Busch Gardens. Then they moved it to like the Brandon Town Center out in Brandon.
Hey, it happened every day at noon 30.
All right, folks, if you want to see Britney Spears, this is was it 97 or 98?
I think it was 98.
My cousin was at this event
Really?
because she loved NSYNC
You want to see a young MJ and BJ
in your cool jean shorts.
and still an old Jack Harris and
Jack was only like 70 then.
Jack's great.
Love Jack.
Love Jack, absolutely. And then Britney Spears is what? Is she like 16 years old here?
Yeah.
I think she's like 16 years old. And of course, I'm now looking at Britney Spears putting nude pictures up on Instagram like every day now. So yesterday we were talking about the latest nude pictures. And I showed them to the camera. I'm showing them right now to the camera here on MJTV. Of course, folks, the entire show, the entire MJ Morning Show is live on TV every morning. MJTV, the streaming is available at mjmorningshow.com. Just click on MJTV. And the entire show you can watch later on. So if you miss any of the morning show, you can listen to it in podcast form, or you can just go back to mjmorningshow.com and watch the whole show with our cameras right here in the studio and see what it's like, by looking at video of us doing the show. So I showed these images yesterday, and the latest was, oops, she does it again. Britney Spears, more nude shots. She's holding her hands over her breasts. She placed a little, like a heart emoji over her lower part. But how many have we lost track? Do we have an estimate of how many nude pictures she's put online since the conservatorship ended?
I mean, 24?
Enough to have it watered down by now.
All right. So with that,
You're right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's enough to when I see the headline, I don't click on it
Yeah.
immediately because now
I've seen her naked
been
100 times.
I've seen all the goods already.
the page 6 headline was Britney Spears sizzles in new nudes from pre-pregnancy vacation.
Okay.
She's going to do OnlyFans?
You know what? People are asking that.
She should
It's
make
like
$1 million.
What's next? She'd make $1 million a day.
Yeah.
With Britney Spears on OnlyFans. But the surprise for you, the MJ Morning Show audience, is somebody sent me a link to this old video of us on TV, 1997 or 98, at the Brandon Town Center during Jack Harris's old TV show on Channel 8. And it's Britney Spears. And you're not going to... She looks like a 10th grader. Oh, wait a minute. She was a 10th grader. She was. And... I look the same. I haven't aged a day since. But here's the audio. And Coop, do you have the video up? Is the video up at mjmorningshow.com? All right. Coop says that are you not talking like in the last days that you're...
He's letting Casey run the ship.
Yeah, I'm letting it. He's getting the swing of things. So
You should start going to
I'm
Casey.
sitting back.
All right.
Coop is more of a supervisory role before he leaves.
Yeah, don't you see my
Yes.
clipboard in here?
He's in management now.
Listen to the audio.
To bring NSYNC on the show today, but in bringing NSYNC, we have another.
Oh, that's right. We brought NSYNC to the show. Justin Timberlake and who else?
Joey Fatone.
Yeah, Joey Fatone
And three other guys.
Lance Bass, right?
And Chris, yeah.
And
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Thank you.
and Chris, whatever.
And
All right.
JC Jazé.
That's right. We hooked up the deal with NSYNC's record company, and probably that big old fat guy Lou. Remember
Lou Pearlman.
Lou Pearlman?
Oh, yeah, that guy
Yeah.
was around a lot back then.
Yeah.
You know, Lou Pearlman used to hang out in our studio because he lived in Orlando.
Remember you asked him how much cash he had in his wallet?
Oh,
and it was like $50,000.
Oh my
Pulled out a lot of money.
Seriously. Lou Pearlman, the guy that like put all these boy bands together, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. And remember, Lou Pearlman got in trouble for all kinds of like what was like an investment Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like busted in an
Dude.
Indonesian buffet hiding from authorities or
Yeah,
something?
he was. He was a fugitive from justice, the guy that put all these boy bands together. And he fled the country. And I think you're right. I think he was found at an Indonesian all-you-can-eat like buffet.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, Lou Pearlman. MJ had a thing where wherever he would talk to somebody famous, one of his questions was, how much money do you have on you right now?
Right now.
But it either on an over-the-phone interview, how much cash you carrying
No,
right now?
comparing to yourself?
I don't know if I did it on the phone.
You did it
I
a couple of times.
I think
And
it was
then-
only in studio.
In person.
Lou Pearlman, who was a big fat slob, he came into the. He was, he was nice to us. I had no idea he was
Very
like
friendly.
a big giant defrauder. And he ended up doing federal time, and he died in prison.
So,
Lou Pearlman died maybe 10 years ago in prison.
Yeah.
Lou Pearlman, the discoverer and the guy that put Backstreet Boys and NSYNC together, he's in our studio, the MJ and BJ Morning Show studio, and he loved hanging around with us.
so,
I know, it was weird.
I think he had the hots for BJ.
well,
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
so Lou is just kind of hanging out, being funny. He's a nice guy, nice to us. And MJ goes, hey, Lou, how much cash you have on you right now? He's like, I don't know, a couple bucks. He goes, no.
All right. He whips out a wallet. It was like the size of a catcher's mitt.
It was amazing.
He pulls out a leather wallet. I'm telling you,
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was insane.
I'm telling you, it could have been a catcher's mitt.
It looked like Costanza, but it was just filled with cash.
Oh, my. That's right. The George Costanza wallet from the Seinfeld episode.
It was giant.
I don't know how many tens of thousands of dollars. In his pocket, he had tens of thousands of dollars. I'm like, my God.
Yeah.
And he started handing out $100 bills to folks in the studio.
He's a shamster.
He did. So he starts handing out $100 bills. All right. So this is a video from, we think, 1998. Britney Spears, and we brought NSYNC, but also Britney Spears, was she on the tour as an opening act or something?
She was the opening act.
Right, for
Really?
NSYNC. Yep.
And they even address where her song is on the charts.
Listen to this.
These were the guys that made it possible to bring NSYNC on the show today. But in bringing NSYNC, we have another very special guest whose record has just hit number 14 in the country. Welcome, Britney Spears.
Look at her.
Britney's a jive recording artist, and Britney's one of the hottest young talents in the country right now.
I remember the first time, Brittany, that you walked into my office and you played that video of yours, and I looked at it, I'm like, wow, this girl is destined for big things. And I got to tell you, man, it is on fire now for you.
Thank you so much. That is so sweet.
Do you know where Britney started? Where she got her real exposure? With a couple of the guys from NSYNC, I might add, was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Really?
Yeah, right.
Well, thank you, Jack, for that fun fact.
Hi.
But hey, you know where she got her real exposure? It's on Instagram right now. She's exposing everything. But you got to see Britney Spears and me and BJ from 1998. She looks like this little kid.
She is.
It's from that to
She looks
all.
so unaffected and so pure.
She does. She looks as pure as the white-driven snow.
Yeah, and
Now
then
look at her.
But she was probably still being programmed back then. I mean, she was being programmed even when she was part of the Mickey Mouse Club.
I mean, unbelievable. Festa, what are you doing? Are you
I'm
playing on your phone
no,
now?
I pulled it up on YouTube on the
Oh.
phone so I could put it on the MJ Morning Show Facebook page. MJ, the funniest part for me is you calling Britney one of the hottest young talents.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, shit.
Well, I was told they were all working at some McDonald's drive-thru. That's incorrect?
No, I think you're wrong.
I'm trying to be
Can
funny
we talk
there.
about your socks?
Different group. So everything going great in your life right now?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But
The
it's,
music's on fire and you are becoming a big superstar. Congratulations.
oh, thank you so much.
Britney
And
Spears.
the best of luck, Britney.
Jeez, BJ, you talk enough?
Jack, I want to demonstrate just for a second here how rabid these NSYNC fans are. Where's Jennifer? Let Jennifer up here.
Oh, you got
Jennifer's back here.
And then
Jennifer doing these days?
I know how
we
rabid.
dragged her from outside. This girl, Jennifer, where are you from, Jennifer?
Newport Richie.
Jennifer's from Newport Richie.
Newport Richie.
Can we get a close-up of her fingernails? Can we get a close-up of her fingernails?
Whoa.
She has all of the NSYNC guys painted on her fingernails.
Hey, wait, I just saw something. Wait, look at this. this. Wait, you think that's something? On her toenails, MJ and BJ and me. This is incredible. Hey, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment with the one and only
Company.
live.
And then
Lucky to get canceled for that.
NSYNC comes on.
Oh God, let's see.
Look at NSYNC.
This is so cheesy.
All right. Anyway,
All right.
That was a hot show.
you got to say you're talking about my socks.
Yeah.
What about my socks?
I mean, they're just above your ankles.
They were. Yeah.
That style's coming back, MJ.
Listen, tube socks have never left. I'm a big fan. You guys know that. But MJ, forget about how young Brittany looks.
Yeah.
You want to see MJ with a full head of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, wearing that awful MJ and BJ t-shirt
right.
and jorts.
Right. If you want to see the video, it's up at mjmorningshow.com to see me at how old was I? I was I think
30?
29, 30. Yeah, maybe 30. Yeah, probably 30.
98. So.
Oh my God.
What are you, like 80
Yeah.
now? So let's see.
I'm not 80.
It's like 25 years.
So while
ago.
you're doing this, I'm like in the audience next to Lynn Spears, the mother.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Do you have a cigarette?"
Oh,
For real?
So I'm like,
Hold on.
"Yes."
You gotta smoke.
Britney Spears' mother is asking you for a smoke?
Or she's like, "You know, I can find a cigarette." And I'm like, "No,
Gotta smoke.
I'm sorry. I don't,
I know where I can get you a beer. Not a cigarette.
sorry, singer's mom. I don't know. I don't have any cigarettes."
Any chance you got to smoke? Anyway, the video, I think the video is great. Take a look. Go to mjmorningshow.com when you get a chance. mjmorningshow.com. And it's a throwback. It's Throwback Wednesday.
Did you bring back Harrison Company?
Yeah, Throwback Wednesday.
God.
Hey, did you see that somebody hacked into the IMDb website? First of all, how bad is the security at the IMDb website?
It's terrible.
You know, the internet, what is it? The Internet Movie Database, right? IMDb. Somebody changed Amber Heard's name to Amber Turd.
All right.
That's awesome.
Is IMDb like Wikipedia where you can go and make changes
I don't-
to
If
it?
you're,
I
if
don't
you're
think
a member,
so.
if you're a member, you can submit information.
So I would become a member of IMDb just to change her name every day to Amber Turd.
After it was revealed at trial, which, by the way, the trial is off this week, Michelle continues to have trial withdrawal. I'll be in the house, and then Michelle takes the dogs out. She'll sit on the back porch, and I kind of spy on her. I look through the French doors to see what she's doing on the back lanai, and she's even with the off week. She's watching old video of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. My wife is having total withdrawal that the trial is off this week because the judge had a prior commitment. It's going to pick up again next week, but with the whole revelation that Amber Heard allegedly pooped in the bed. Somebody changed her IMDb title to Amber Turd from Amber Heard.
Hysterical.
I've been watching a bunch of replays too. It's the best reality TV out there right now.
You're right. It's pretty good stuff. All right, before we move on, I have the word for the MJ Money Machine right here. All right, so it's 8 o'clock exactly. Welcome, folks. It is the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Spread the word that the MJ Morning Show is back. This hour's word is crazy. That's crazy. As in, some people say that Britney Spears is crazy. This hour's word, C-R-A-Z-Y. Go ahead and text that nationwide right now to 45911 before quarter after. That's 8:15 for a shot at $500 cash. Or if you enter it on the Q105 app, you could win an extra $10,000 on Q105. Crazy. Texted nationwide, 45911. Good luck from the MJ Morning Show. Fester, you had an interaction with a restaurant owner or a restaurant manager last night?
It was a manager.
What was the restaurant that you were visiting last night where this revelation was revealed?
Well, this is where I first noticed this.
Oh, you noticed something.
Boy, did I.
Where were you? What's the name of the place?
A fine taco establishment called Tijuana Flats.
Is this the one where the lady knew you and...
Yeah. So I go to Tijuana Flats probably once a month.
Which one?
Well, The one in North Tampa on Dale Mabry and Van Dyke.
What are you forgetting where it is?
Well, no, I just didn't think I'd be asking the address right
Being
now.
cagey.
I don't need the exact
No,
address.
it's-
Just like so, it's North Tampa, Tijuana Flats.
16804 North Dale Mabry Highway. No, it's Dale Mabry and Van Dyke.
By the way, you're not supposed to say Tijuana.
It's Tijuana.
It's Tijuana. Tijuana Flats. All right. So you go to Tijuana Flats.
Yes.
And you notice something. You walk in and you noticed a decor difference.
Yes, like I said, I'm about a once-a-monther.
All right.
Taco Tuesday, we go there. Kids have a good time. Get the 2 tacos. It's great.
Cheers.
And they've always had the not Instacart, the DoorDash, Grubhub rack that you see in all the restaurants.
Yeah, it's
now.
not Instacart. That's
No,
the shopping
right.
at the supermarket.
But all these deliveries, am I missing any? There's DoorDash, there's Grubhub, there's
Yeah,
Uber
listen,
Eats.
I've been in places, for instance, I could list a whole bunch of places. You walk in and they'll have an area where the food delivery app orders are sitting. So the drivers just run in, they look for their order, and then they just leave and then go deliver it.
So the rack was always right next to the door.
Nice rack.
It was a nice rack.
It was a
It's
nice
like
rack.
6 shelves. It's like 6.5 feet tall.
it
Plenty of
was
room
ugly.
to put the stuff in. And it had delivery orders, signs, and people would come in. And I would watch people in months past walk in, check the tag, take the food, walk out.
You go into Tijuana Flats yesterday and you notice, the delivery rack is not there. It's no longer in the same spot.
They moved it. They moved it to behind the counter.
The rack is now behind the counter, ladies and gentlemen.
A relocated rack.
So
That's right. Well, you had that done at what age? You had a relocated rack, right?
while it took Roxanne
An
18
addendum
years
to my rack.
to
What'd you say?
An addition to my rack.
Right, exactly.
So they still have the same rack, no addition. However, they moved it to behind the counter
Right.
where only staff can get to it. And they put a very official looking paper sign on it that said, "Please wait for assistance before removing bags from the shelf."
You want to show that sign? Festa took a picture of the sign, and it's on his cell phone. Show the camera. Coop, is that good on MJTV? Can you see it?
Yeah, it looks clear.
All right. There's the sign. And then here I took a picture of the whole rack with some guy standing next to it in jean shorts.
Nice rack.
Right down the hallway. And they move it behind where the employees only are. And I noticed it and I mentioned something to Allison. She's like, "Who cares?" And I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right." I go, "I bet you they've lost a bunch of meals or something got misplaced or somebody might have taken the wrong stuff."
So, Fester, being the inquisitive media personality that you are, you inquired. Did you say, "Hey, could I talk to the manager"?
It was really an MJ Morning Show I-Team
It
investigation
was an
Really?
investigation.
on Taco Tuesday.
Wow. Oh, that's right. Yesterday was Tuesday. Did you tell the kids it was Taco Tuesday?
Yes, they know. It's a big deal. Like I said, once a month we're down for tacos.
So this is a special I-Team investigation with Fester at Tijuana Flats. All right, so you ask an employee or the manager what
The
happens?
manager comes walking
Right.
around. They're pretty good at customer service. They always get refills. And they always do good table service. And the manager, I didn't get his name.
Did you happen to have a microphone in your pocket that you whipped out and said, "This is your Action News reporter on the scene at Tijuana Flats. Excuse me, sir, I'm Fester from the MJ Morning Show. Can you please tell us why did the food app rack move?"
So I didn't go to that extent.
Yeah.
I played it a little more low key. I tried to blend in with the rest of the clientele. And the manager, I didn't get his name. He probably had some manager name like Chet or Skip or Brock or something like that.
Brock. By the way, wasn't Brock your manager at Arby's that you
Yes.
lasted for like a week?
Yes, the manager, which I thought was the coolest name at the time.
Which Arby's is that, by the way?
Gosh, I don't even think it's still there. I think it was like somewhere in Seminole or Largo.
Is that
Seminole, Largo.
Arby's still there?
I don't know. I haven't been in that neighborhood in years.
And how many days did you last at Arby's?
2, 1.5, 2.
1.5
I mean,
days?
Arby's, we have the meat.
And maybe Arby's moved their rack as well, but the rack is now behind the counter.
All right, so Tijuana Flats, North Tampa, rack is now behind the... So you ask
So I
the
said- I was
manager...
like, "Hey, so you moved the rack?" And he's like, "Puh, yeah, we had to." And I was like, "You had to? What happened?" I go, "Did you lose some meals?" He goes, "Some. We lost hundreds of meals." And the thing was...
It's got to be thousands of dollars.
Thousands and thousands of dollars. People would come in, theft. because there's packaged meals right by the door.
I always thought about this. I always thought about this racket that you could walk into places, just walk in, and no one's going to look twice. They're going to think that you're the Uber Eats guy or the DoorDash guy.
You grab a bag of food with 4 or 5 styrofoam containers.
If you're a real thieving pack of crap, you could have a rotation every single night. You just figure out all the restaurants that have these takeaway shelves or racks where the food app drivers just walk in to grab legitimate orders to then deliver it to people's houses. Man, if you wanted to be a real thief and eat well and varied every night of the week, you could have a whole rotation of places. You walk in the front door, you grab a package, and no one's going to think twice. They're thinking you're the delivery guy.
How bad could the order be? Granted, you have no idea what you're getting, but I'm sure it's pretty good food.
Or you can pretend like you're looking at the ticket to see if it's the right name for the fake pickup, and maybe there's also a
little list of what's in the box.
A little receipt on there that shows the order.
They should have a locking system.
So,
I have something to add to your investigation, but keep going.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready to add it. So then I was like, oh yeah.
Is that a side dish? You have a little side dish going on?
But he says, listen, theft wasn't the only part of it. The other side was drivers who were in a hurry. Drivers not checking the right tags. Drivers picking up the wrong order.
Legitimate drivers would grab the wrong order.
Occasionally there was a communication error, right, or there were customers with the same last name, and they would take I'm here for the Johnson account.
There are 5 schnitz.
Yes.
Where'd all these schnitz come from?
Well,
all right.
At least, but they would mess up. And then what happened? The straw that broke the Tijuana Flats back was somebody.
You mean the straw that broke the taco shell?
Somebody ordered.
That would be a crispy taco shell, not the flour tortilla.
Somebody ordered 3 platters of steak burritos.
Oh my God!
Platters of burritos. They were going to have a lunch at their office. They called ahead.
Wow!
And they ordered, and it was hundreds of dollars.
How did that accidentally get picked up, or was that
stolen?
That was a theft.
It was stolen. They don't know how it left
my
the premises.
God, at Tijuana Flats, might have been the Mexican drug cartel. It might have been El Chapo behind that theft.
We need something for the party.
If El Chapo wants very, very authentic tacos at a very reasonable price, yes. He goes to
try to get some flautas.
We got a tunnel. Yes. We got a tunnel from the border, underneath the border, right into the back storage room at the Tijuana Flats.
He loves the smack my ass and call me Sally sauce that they have there. Anyway, that was the straw that broke their back, and he's like, we can't. Then they had to remake the order. Oh, yeah. All the food costs, all the labor, all the time.
And look at food costs right now. Food costs are through the freaking roof.
So I told the guys, like, now everybody has to check in, and they hand the bag to the driver. Well,
guess what? That is going to clearly eliminate theft and mistakenly picked up orders.
So then I gas up my car after I dropped my family off. I ran out to get some gas because I hate to get gas in the morning.
Did you gas up at Tijuana Flats first?
Oh, well, I gassed up my tank at Tijuana Flats.
Duh, that's what I'm saying.
And then I gassed up my Lincoln's tank at the Wawa.
Right, very
and
good.
The Wawa near my house had the little wire rack right by the front door for DoorDash. Also, it's gone.
So the Wawa also, well, listen, at a Wawa, it's even like more transient. All the people in and out, just grab a sandwich.
Half the people sitting outside the Wawa all day are transient.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I'm thinking, are restaurants finally catching on after a year or so of this?
Sounds like
We're getting hit up on the text line of people who've encountered this. They've seen them moved at other restaurants.
Read some of the texts. By the way, folks, you can always, what you want to take calls?
I mean, I bet you, MJ, we have hundreds and hundreds of listeners right now who work at restaurants who've had the same issue, who's doing double, triple work. Their restaurants are losing money because of theft or drivers
fine. Good enough.
Incompetence.
I like it. All right, let me give out the number. 800-990-1047. So any observation, have you seen the racks for the pickups move? Are you a restaurant worker? Are you an employee? Are you a manager? Do you own a restaurant? Good way to get a plug in, folks, on the MJ Morning Show. Lots of folks listening. All right, 800-990-1047. Let's go to phones. Any observation or... Hey, do you order DoorDash or did you order...
if you're on the customer end of
it. That's what I'm seeing.
Did you order Grubhub? What was it? DoorDash, Grubhub, what else is out there?
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats obviously is the biggie locally. Did you order and your order never showed up and it turned out that your order was like stolen.
Yeah.
Like any facet of this, any addition or even stuff we're not even thinking about, fire up the phones. Tell us your story as Fester saw that the pickup rack was moved because people were stealing crap. All right, 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones. We'll grab your calls right now. 800-990-1047.
But first, I want to know what Roxanne's side dish is.
Oh, Roxanne's little
okay.
saucy side dish. Yes,
Let me
Rox.
share this little tidbit with
Yeah.
you. There's a guy on TikTok that goes into these restaurants and he acts like a food delivery service and he steals the food.
And then
So-
shoots video on what
and
he
shoots
picked
video.
up?
Yes, I haven't found him. I'm looking for
that
him.
illegal?
Somebody told you that? Of course
Yeah, they
it's
told-
no.
How can you put videos up?
Of course it's he's stealing stuff. That's like the first illegal act, Froggy.
Yeah, but how can you put videos up?
I don't think it's illegal to put the video up, but he's certainly incriminating himself.
I mean, Your Honor, I like to
Yeah.
roll his TikTok and show all of his theft.
So
So
somebody
it's
just
becoming a trend.
Somebody
Yeah.
just told you that on text?
On the text line.
Right.
And they're listing all kinds of places that are doing this. Little Caesars. Someone had their to-go sandwich stolen at Publix. And also, I want to say, if you go to the Tijuana Flats, I just learned this, at Britton Plaza, you can put money in a tip jar for either Amber Heard or Johnny Depp.
Oh, they have one of those Amber or Johnny tip. This is at Britton Plaza?
Britton Plaza.
There's one across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not in Britton Plaza.
across.
It's across the street where you have isn't Smashburger in there and that Italian ice joint, right?
Hey.
That little thing. And one of the wing places in there is
Wingstop or something
yeah,
like
well,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. So Southdale Mabry. All right. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Let's grab some phone calls. How about Anel is in Tampa? Hi, Anel. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Good morning.
Anel, I think you've called before, haven't you? I recognize the name.
have.
Anel, welcome back. What is your story regarding some of these food pickups?
So I'm a driver. I do DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. And I've noticed that whichever one that I do, when I go to IHOP or Denny's, now they have you sign a form to pick up the food.
Wow, it's like a
Library, like you're checking out a library book.
It's like a paper trail.
So it's like a printed sheet, like if you're signing a contract. It's like
it's like this is accountability. They're it's proof that you picked up the meal.
Yeah.
Wow, and when did that start?
I've noticed it in the past 2 months that
Yeah.
I've been doing it. Yeah.
Do you know how many people probably have a hobby of just going around and picking up these orders that are sitting on these pickup shelves and just walking out with free dinner?
Especially if you're having hard times or something.
People could probably feed their family for free 7 nights a week if they want.
This is really low. Someone
And
text.
I also order from them as well, like DoorDash and Grubhub. And I've had my food stolen a couple of times too.
Wow.
All right, thanks for the call, and thanks for phoning in.
People are stealing nurses' DoorDash orders from the lobby area at the hospital.
What?
Happens weekly.
So DoorDash drops the food off at a hospital, and people will walk away with the food, like at like the front reception area at a hospital?
Right.
All right, let's go back to phones. If you have any story regarding food deliveries or your stuff getting stolen, or if you're a driver and you'd like to give us a story, if you're a restaurant owner, how much in food have you had stolen by people just walking in and faking that they're a driver and taking it, or even mistaken pickups from other drivers? All right, let's grab Robin is in Hudson. Robin, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Hi. I am an Uber delivery driver, and there's a couple of restaurants now where I go in to pick up the order, and they make me stand in front of a camera with the bag in my hand to get the picture of me picking it up.
Oh, my God. It's photographic evidence.
What restaurant is that?
It's a little place in Port Richey called Thai-Lana.
Thai. So it's Thai food?
Yep. Thai-Lana. That one, I've been in there 3 or 4 times in the last, I don't know, 2 weeks, and every time I have to stand in front of that camera with the bag in my hand with the customer's name on it.
Sounds like they've been burned bad.
That's
Yes.
as extreme as I've ever heard.
Yep.
Like you're traveling through customs or
Right.
something.
How spicy? Very spicy.
Very spicy.
Exactly.
Rob, that's what the Thai places always ask you, how much spice. All right, Robin, thanks for the call. 800-990-1047. See, that's what I'm looking for. That's a whole different twist. Stand in front of a camera and take a picture of and hold the bag to prove that the delivery driver's picking it up.
Yeah.
That's a whole different twist.
Don't let the guy at Tijuana Flats know this.
All right, 800-990-1047. Any aspect. Listen, are you a family that you ordered and you waited forever and the food never arrived and then you call up and, that was picked up? No, it wasn't.
If you're the thief,
Yeah.
if you're the guy getting free meals for your family, that's what I want to talk to.
Oh, Fester.
Please call.
Good one. If you're a thief, call us. If you're a scoundrel, if you're a felon, a food felon.
Scofflaw.
If you're a food felon. All right, 800. Seriously, I would love to, if you want to stay anonymous, but if you're a food thief, if you've walked in and stolen food, give us a call. Good call there, Fester.
We'll see what we
All right,
get.
every once in a while. All right, 800-990-1047, especially now if you're a food thief. 800-990-1047. Let's grab Lisa in Clearwater. Hi, Lisa. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, Lisa. You sound bright and cheerful. Go ahead.
On Super Bowl Sunday, I had a Walmart delivery full of stuff for the party, and it never got delivered. It said it was there. I was out doing some gardening, and it just never showed up.
So it showed as delivered. Now, is there any chance it was left at your front porch and then somebody porch pirated it from you?
No, I was outside doing gardening, so I was there. It said it was delivered. I had to call Walmart. They canceled it and had me had to redeliver it. I had to reorder it.
And no idea what it was or why it disappeared.
No, I mean, I was outside doing the gardening. I was waiting for it to start, getting ready for Super Bowl Sunday, and no, it never showed up.
Unbelievable. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. All right, let me grab, how about Zach in Spring Hill? Zach, you're on the MJ Morning Show, Q105. Hi.
Hey, how are you doing today?
We are well, Zach. What's your story?
I work at Publix, and you got to see how many food people get stolen from there.
Oh, yeah, they have those at Publix, too.
So how does it work? You make the sandwich at Publix and you put it on a rack for the guy the delivery company to take it, right?
Yeah, and all your customers come in there, they get their food stolen. It's amazing.
How many sandwiches are stolen a day, would you estimate?
I would say about 4 to 5, because we're constantly making the orders. It's annoying. And it's like we don't watch them. They just walk by and grab them and walk out the store, and they have those green tags on them, so you can't check them.
So then who's out of luck? Like so then do you guys make a new sandwich or the customer's out of luck?
We can make them a new sandwich. There's no reason to argue with them.
Yeah. Listen, they obviously Publix is going to make it. Yeah, they're going to make it right for the customer.
Yeah.
Zach, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Heather's in Temple Terrace. Hi, Heather. MJ Morning Show. You're on.
Hey. I have. It's not a restaurant situation, but I have a. There's 9 of us in my family, and we order food off DoorDash often, and from Publix. And we had a $600 order, and it never showed up. And
hold on, this was a Publix food order.
Yeah.
Like groceries?
Yeah.
So was this Instacart?
Yeah, it was Instacart.
Yeah, it wasn't $600 in pub subs.
No.
All right.
Regular groceries.
The order, your food order on Instacart, it showed delivered, but it never made it to your house?
Never did. And they now do where they'll take a picture of the groceries in front of your door. They've started to do that.
Well, Amazon does that. Do you ever get the picture from Amazon? If Amazon drops a package at the house, we'll get a picture on the app that shows it's sitting right at our front gate, or they threw it. Yeah, Coop.
When I Instacart, I make sure the person comes out and then I take a picture of them too sometimes.
Oh, that's creepy. It
well,
is.
I want them to know that they have their food.
Yeah, do you ever ask do you ever say, I have your phone number? Oh, you're cute. What are you doing Saturday night? Have you ever done that, Coop?
Take
no.
off your shirt while you take a look at her?
No, not at all.
Heather here sounds really cute, Coop.
Yeah.
You should talk to her.
Heather, have a great day.
Thanks.
Thanks, Heather. Mike is in Spring Hill. Mike, you're on the... Do we have any food felons? Do we have any confessions? I want a confession. Are you a food thief? Have you walked into a restaurant where they have the pickup rack for the food delivery services to pick up the food? Have you walked in and have you stolen food pretending that you were a driver and you just day after day walk out with free food?
I bet you it's happened to every restaurant.
800-990-1047. I want to know, if you're the food thief, you can stay anonymous. We're not going to turn you over to the cops. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Mike is next in Spring Hill. Hi, Mike. Welcome.
Yeah, hi. I was about 3 weeks ago. I ordered out pickup beef Brady's. It was like a $50 order, and I walk in and I told my name, and they were like, "Oh yeah, here's your order." She's like, "Here's your order," and I'm like, she walks away. She just hands it to me, and I'm like, I could have just walked out, and I finally said to another employee, I said, "Where do I pay for this?" "Oh, you got to pay with her." I said, "The lady that just walked away," and she went and got her. She comes back, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were DoorDash."
Yeah.
I said, "I'm just a customer, picking up a delivery, for myself."
And you hadn't even paid for it yet. You could have just walked right out, and they thought you were.
Right out.
Wow, that's
should have.
Well,
I said to her, I could have just walked out, and she's laughing, and she said, "Oh my God, I'm glad you're honest," and I paid for it and everything. So I just thought that's crazy. I'm like, people could just walk in and they think it's DoorDash, whatever, hand them the food and walk out.
It's Honest Mike from Spring Hill. Thank you, Mike.
Paying for those Watterson sandwiches. Good for you, Mike.
Yeah, he drinks Honest tea as well, I think.
He does.
Jeremy's in Tampa. Hi, Jeremy. You're on the MJ Morning Show. A couple more. We got to move on. Hi, Jeremy.
Hi.
What happened?
So I ordered Uber Eats in Wing House in Tampa, and when they delivered the food, all I had was originally it was like 3 bags. And they delivered only 1 bag full of condiments. It was like $150 worth of order.
Whoa. You had a $150 order and all you got was 1 bag of condiments?
Yes.
Well, that's all that's left. The place burned down, sir.
Well, not the one on Hillsborough Avenue burned down.
They told me that's all they gave them.
That's all they gave was a bag of condiments? And you had already paid $150? Well, how did you get it rectified?
Well, I contacted Uber, and Uber said that the driver's saying that he delivered the food. I'm like, all he delivered was condiments.
He ate it.
I ended up going to the restaurant, and the restaurant had checked out the camera, and they saw the same guy that was at my house taking all the bags with them.
Oh my! Guy's a thief. He's a thief.
He's
hungry.
He kept it for like maybe a party at a friend's house, or maybe he delivered it to a friend's house, or maybe his family's house.
Most likely.
So this was a thieving Uber Eats driver.
If you order $150 in wings, you're obviously going to get a bag full of sauces.
Right.
So that's the only thing that made it to his house.
Oh, my God. I'd love to know, what the hell did this driver do with $150 worth of wings?
He bathed in them.
What do you think?
He filled his tub with them.
Man, we're getting all kinds of stories here. The text line still all blasting away?
Yeah, I can't keep up, but good stuff coming in.
Do you have anything you want to share from text lines?
Sure.
Now, we love when you call in. It's great when you call in, 800-990-1047, but you can also send your texts over as well. Round up a couple of good texts. Let me grab Seth is in Oldsmar. Hello, Seth, MJ Morning Show, you're on.
Hey, thanks, MJ. My roommate, he does Uber deliveries, Uber Eats, whatever, and he'll tell me stories like, I pulled up, and the apartment complex was 3 stories, and I wasn't going to walk up that, so I just canceled it. And then just drove off with the food. Does multiple times. Sometimes, well, more often than not, yeah. But
at what point does Uber cancel him as a driver?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's what I tell them. And it's like, dude, like, don't they know that you taken the food or whatever?
I mean, all that has to happen is like once, right?
Twice, maybe?
Yeah.
This guy's not going on the third floor?
Is your friend still an Uber Eats delivery driver?
Every day.
And how many orders are they deliberately bungling or not delivering?
I would say it's a lot. I mean, he really he just does a few, like, kind of sporadically throughout the day. Like the strangest Uber delivery driver you'd probably ever meet does like a little bit in the morning, takes a nap, gets up a little bit at night. It's very sporadic.
That's the benefit of the gig lifestyle, man. Do it when you want.
Yeah, the old gig economy going on there.
All right, thanks.
It's the nap economy.
Wow.
All right, let me grab one more, then we got to move on. And, Rox, if you got some good
Yeah.
text, hold on to that thought. Let me do Troy here in Land O'Lakes. Troy, final call on this MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, MJ, Troy here. A couple things. On that last caller, Uber does keep track of the cancellations. I don't know what the penalty is, but they know how many you're canceling. I've been doing it for about 4 years on the side, and I kind of wanted to add, the restaurants that are being built now, like your Chipotle's, your Panera Breads, the racks are being built in. The shelving units are being built in. Like at Panera Bread, the new one in Land O'Lakes, there's like a sliding door from the kitchen to the lobby area. So I don't think the racks are going to go away in their entirety. But I've also seen many a time anyone can just come in there and grab food. I've always thought about the security of this and how much these restaurants must be losing.
Right, but also, what if these restaurants had a rack system with a closed locked door, and you had to put your phone up with maybe a QR code that matched up with the delivery to open up the door to allow you to grab the order?
Dude, you are from the future,
Let's start designing that right now.
Dude, that is
It'd be
2030.
It'd be a better situation for sure. One of the best places, I deliver everywhere. I've been to the Tijuana where Fester saw this happening, but McDonald's actually is one of the best systems, depending on the people behind the counter. But when you go to McDonald's, they make you tell you the back floor on the code versus some of the other more quality restaurants. They're just sitting on a rack and you can take them.
And that's what's going on. Hey, thanks for being the final call on this. We got to move along. Oh, you have some texts?
Yeah, I got this one from somebody who says on food delivery apps, you can ask for a refund and say everything was missing and get your money back. And you can keep doing this for multiple meals. And once they find out, you make a new account. What a scammer.
And once they cut you off, you just make a new account?
Yeah.
I mean,
and then
after you complain,
how many times can you pull that shenanigan before they got you figured out?
Maybe 3. I mean, first time, okay. Second time, all right. Third time, you're a scam artist.
And the one guy's like, I remember Roxanne having a large sushi order delivery that didn't make it to her. Yeah, that was my sister. But yes, it was for me too.
Did you guys ever find out what happened to that huge sushi order?
Yeah, it was just the driver took it. It was too good to resist.
Driver's got green wasabi fingers is what he has.
Sticky green wasabi fingers.
All right, 8:29. It's the MJ Morning Show as our long chunk of MJ rolls on. You saw that Mike Tyson is not going to be charged for bashing in the fan's face on that airplane confrontation, right?
Yeah, how do you think he got out of that?
I don't think the guy wanted to. I don't think the guy wanted to press charges. This is just a weird story all the way around. I don't want to dwell on this. I just want to reiterate a couple of things. That Mike Tyson was on that JetBlue flight, and he was flying from what? Like
San Francisco.
It was West Coast, San Francisco to Miami, I think. Right. And a fan, oh man, I'm such a fan, can you take a picture? So Mike Tyson takes a selfie with the guy, but then later on, the guy is just continually hassling, and he's just harassing Tyson on the airplane. And this is before the flight even pushed back from the gate at SFO. And then Tyson apparently just turns around. The guy's in the business class seat on JetBlue, because some of the JetBlue flights now have the business class seats. And Tyson just starts going to town. He's going all, world boxing on his face.
He got like 10 shots in on this guy's skull.
Oh, his face is all bloodied. He has scrapes on the side of his head. Anyway, remember the victim. The victim was a piece of work, wasn't it? This guy has like an extensive criminal record. I mean,
as soon as he gets into this fight, his entire history comes up. If they investigate this guy, he's a dirtbag.
Yeah. Mike Tyson's not going to face criminal charges for repeatedly punching a guy who allegedly threw a water bottle at him. So he's harassing Mike Tyson. The guy throws a water bottle, and this is Mike Tyson here, just pummeling the guy's face. I mean, you got a heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson, one of the meanest punches in the history of boxing, and this guy is just blasting your face. And
he must have took it easy on him. He could have killed him if he wanted to.
Yeah, he probably took it easy on him because he was returning from the 420 Cannabis Festival in Golden Gate Park.
Oh, that's
why
right.
He was in San Francisco.
Oh, so you think he was a little mellow?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a little mellow right now because I've been smoking some pot. So I'm a little more mellow than usual, and that prevented me from killing him.
Stomping on his testicles.
Yes, I stomped on a testicle. Yeah. But it's just an odd story because neither was removed from the flight. What scenario do you have a guy punching a guy in the face, throwing water bottles, harassing, and the flight just pushes back with both of the guys in their seats?
When the Iron Mike's involved, and, if nobody's pressing charges, what are you going to do? All right, guys.
Just
that's
strange.
It. Investigation's over.
The San Mateo County District Attorney, Stephen Wagstaff, what if that's Jeff's brother, told TMZ that his office has decided to dismiss the case because of the conduct of the victim leading up to the incident. The interaction between Mr. Tyson and the victim, as well as the requests of both the victim and Tyson. So neither really wanted to cooperate, or because Tyson was hit with a water bottle, then Tyson smashes the guy's face. So I guess you technically have got batteries in both directions.
Call it a draw.
So it looks like both guys also asked the state attorney or the district attorney out there in San Francisco, in San Mateo County, not to prosecute the case, and it's been dismissed. By the way, the fellow passenger that got pummeled, Melvin Townsend III. And this guy, again, he has a rap sheet. That guy's got a criminal record as well.
Well, Melvin. Hope he learned something.
Yeah, Townsend was bloodied. He was treated for injuries, refused to cooperate with the investigation. Also, he didn't want to help the police in any investigation. He probably was scared. He probably has all kinds of other things in his background.
Listen, Mike Tyson punches you 20 times and you live. You're just lucky to get away with your life.
Yeah, it's kind of a badge of honor.
You know what? I'm just going to be done here.
Hey, we were just talking about food getting stolen at restaurants. Listen to this racket. Hey, folks, be alert. If you've got a wedding coming up, I mean, obviously summer weddings are a big thing. June is what? Isn't June the biggest month for weddings, technically?
Is it June?
I think it's June.
It seems too hot to do it in
I've
June.
always heard, around the country, maybe here it is, but I've always heard June is the wedding month, but I don't know if that's still true. I don't know.
We'll find out.
Well, if you have a wedding coming up, just be cognizant. If you're having a big party afterward, you're having the reception, and you have a gift table where people leave gifts, people leave envelopes and checks. What do you?
It's June. You were right.
Roxanne's she's throwing her hands up like there's a prize on the line.
Yeah, you're like a mime. Just we're on the radio. Go ahead and
I was miming to Fester. I wasn't going to interrupt you.
She threw her hands up in frustration, like, "Oh, great, you two guys are right. It's June." Like, yeah,
but that's known. It's not. Everyone knows that June is the biggest wedding month.
Everyone except for Roxanne Delgado over here, who's talking about how hot it is in June and trying to give a weather report as to why June weddings aren't as popular.
Yeah, can I get the Sky Tower forecast, please?
All right. So
it's hurricane month too. Kick off hurricane season.
Well,
why you want to have a wedding then?
Guess what? Hurricane season starts in
That's
3
what I'm
weeks.
talking about.
Yeah, hurricane season starts June 1st to November 30th.
Already?
But yeah, it's coming back around. And back to the wedding situation. Hey, Roxanne, what month is the busiest for weddings? What month do you hear this the most? Can you tell us, please? How did you not know that off the top of your head? Why do I know that and you don't?
Your gazebo's going to blow away if a hurricane comes through in June.
I don't have a gazebo.
Yeah.
Like at a wedding.
The chuppah. Did you hand carve the chuppah?
It took me about 70 man hours.
That is a nice hand carved chuppah. Oh my God!
My chuppah!
Your chuppah's on fire! Put it out! Put out the chuppah! All right, Hoopa's out. All right, fire's out.
Was that a Meet the Fockers reference?
Hoopa. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is that?
Oh my God! It's reignited.
Jesus, Hoopa.
Wait, Hoopa's out again.
Did Jinxie the cat do something?
Oh my God! The Hoopa just exploded. Now it's splinters all over the place.
Oh.
It's like a natural gas explosion down the street. House is gone.
So what happened at wedding tables? Gift tables.
Oh, hold on. Did I veer off in a different direction for a moment?
I mean, you really worked that Hopa joke out.
Yeah. Well, Froggy started it.
He did.
Right.
He did.
All right. Folks, if you're having a wedding, just be really cognizant of the gift table. This is not new. This has been happening. But this is a new twist. A former Arizona sheriff's deputy has been arrested for crashing weddings and stealing the gifts from the newlyweds.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
A former sheriff's deputy crashed as many as 11 weddings and stole thousands of dollars worth of gifts from newly married couples, according to the Chandler, Arizona Police Department. Landon Earl Rankin. My name is Earl.
Rankin.
Landon Earl Rankin, 54, was arrested on suspicion of 2 counts of burglary in relation to thefts at 2 Phoenix area weddings last month. He's also facing several drug charges after cops found amphetamine and fentanyl in his possession. Rankin would allegedly pose as a guest at weddings and steal boxes of wedding cards. And the boxes at the Phoenix area weddings contained between $3,000 and $6,000. Now, I would imagine.
Oh, he wasn't taking like the Vitamixer or something or the fondue set. He was taking the envelope box.
How does nobody see that?
How about the Ninja 10-in-1 air fryer?
Can't sneak off with that.
That's the thing. I mean, you take these wrapped presents. Right. It's like taking a DoorDash meal. You don't know what you're getting.
But you're taking all these envelopes, and some are going to be checks, and you're probably hoping that some are going to be cash.
Well, here's the deal. We have a story topper texter who says her best friend in LA had about $8,000 stolen at a wedding from the gift box. Most of the checks cashed because guests left checks blank, didn't make them out to anyone.
What?
And then it was bad because they had to call all the guests and say, please cancel your check,
Oh my
and
God.
then like the groom is in an awkward spot because there's this pause, like he wants to ask for another one.
Oh my God! Now this is
resend.
This is a texter.
Yes.
Can you write the phone number down? Let me dial it up.
See, it's like those mob weddings. Remember where the mob weddings where they just give big bricks of cash? That's the bag you need to get your hands on.
Fester, you have a pen?
Yeah. Write down the number. Let me call this number up. Let me see if the person will talk to us. I got to hear a little bit more about that. That's like in Goodfellas at the wedding. All the all the envelope. Hey, this is for you, and they're just stacks of $100 bills and everything.
Or Sopranos when they all find out the feds are coming down, and then they all go back and they're like, "Listen, I got to take this back," and they take all their cash back because they got to get ready to go on the lamb.
Do you have the number?
I do.
Hand me the number. Here, I want to dial this up. All right, so if you just texted Roxanne,
you're going to get a call from
about
MJ
the wedding
in a second.
theft. All right, 727 number. All right, hang on. Let's dial them up. All right, I'm going to let it ring. Hey, Coop, pick up line 2. Pick up. This is the texter, and let's see if they'll pick up and talk to us real quick about their friend getting $8,000 ripped off at a wedding out in what, Los Angeles? All right, just finishing up this story.
That had to have been a mob wedding in L.A.
During the investigation, police uncovered at least 11 recent incidents of similar wedding thefts in the East Valley region of Arizona that Rankin could be responsible for. And then surveillance images were released by the Chandler Police Department. They show Rankin in a button-down shirt and slacks running with what is allegedly the wedding card boxes in a plastic bag. They got him on video from a venue running from the scene. He retired from the Pinal County Sheriff's Office in 2015 after 21 years.
There's a county named Pinal in Arizona.
Yeah, what?
Is it it's Pinal? Is it Pinal or Penal? I thought it was Penal.
I'll go with Pinal, but man, I'd move.
Anyway, he told police that after he was arrested that he attended the weddings to hear vows because he was going through a divorce. What? Hold on. He said he went to weddings because he wanted to hear the vows? Because he was going through a divorce. What?
And it made him feel better, maybe?
That's just his on-the-spot excuse.
Let me tell you what's going on here. The guy's also facing drug charges. Cops found amphetamine and fentanyl. The guy clearly, after leaving the police department, has a big freaking drug problem, and he's going to weddings to steal cash and gifts to feed his drug problem. That's what's going on here.
This guy. Wow.
What happened, Coop? They didn't pick up the phone?
So he did, but he's at work.
Oh,
and
okay.
he couldn't talk.
Oh, we had time to text the whole story?
Yeah.
Don't berate our listeners. Hey, sir, thank you for texting.
That's why they text, because they can't be in a position to have a conversation.
He said his boss it listens to the show, too, so if he heard him on the air, he'd get in trouble.
Hold on. Wouldn't the boss love to hear his employee on our show?
Yeah.
We talk about the business.
That's
Not if he's
crap
doing,
excuse.
like,
You're
what reports
already
do.
a terrible employee, sir, texting while you're working, okay?
Anyway,
Can't talk to
thank
him.
you, sir. Thank you very much for texting us.
For nothing.
No, thank you for texting, and we understand that you couldn't speak on the air.
You get fired
we,
today.
We understand it. Fester, you've got a travel question for me?
Yeah, I do. Well, I think you've done this before, and I think I might do it, and I wanted to see what your thoughts were on it.
All right, Fester is coming to me like I'm a travel agent, so this is something that you know. Fester said, "Hey, I got a vacation travel question, a mode of travel. That's all I know." Fester wants to talk to me about a mode of travel, and I think you want to pick my brain. Well, go ahead there, Spanky.
Ugh.
In a word.
Stagecoach.
No. Again, in a word, how would you rate the Amtrak Auto Train? Because I think you've taken it like a dozen times. I seem to remember you going back and forth between Sanford and Virginia like several times.
You really need to ask me?
I don't know. I mean, is it worth it? I mean, I'm thinking about a trip to the...
If you think I've been on the Amtrak Auto Train like a dozen times... If I did not like it, would I be on that train a dozen times? Do I do anything twice that I don't like the first time?
Is it that great? I mean, I don't know.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. I've done the auto train a number of times. We probably
Why?
Maybe 10 times. We've been on the auto train. And yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. The kids love it. It's fun being on the train.
Do you pretend like there's a murder and you're on the Orient Express?
What?
Yeah, or Silver Streak.
Yeah.
That's right. We bad. That's right, we bad.
So the auto train,
but the shoe polish thing these days, you're canceled, man. If you do the Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor shoe polish thing, you're canceled before you even put that jar of kiwi down.
So the auto train runs from what? Sanford?
Runs from
Virginia.
Just outside of Orlando, from Sanford to Northern Virginia, Lorton, Virginia, right off of I-95.
So you have to go to Virginia?
Yeah, that's the auto train only goes between Sanford, Florida, and Lorton, Virginia, just outside of D.C.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds awesome.
It is great. I love it.
Get to go to one place?
Well,
once you're there, you have a car, and you can go someplace besides the train station.
So what are you planning?
You're just going to copy his trip, dude?
I don't know.
Dude, it's not copying the... People
What a copycat.
People will take the auto train to Northern Virginia to then drive to New York, to drive to Pennsylvania, to drive to New England. You get to sleep overnight while the train takes like 1,000-mile train ride.
All right.
Oh, remember, I was on the auto train. We smashed into a car in Goose Creek, South Carolina. Do you remember? I was on the news.
You were on the auto train that hit a car?
Yes. I was on this.
Get out.
Are you talking me into this or talking me out of this?
No. We smashed into a drunk driver that left his car on the tracks. Luckily, the dude got out of the car.
But what about the passengers?
No,
he was by himself.
Dude, did you derail and die?
No, the Amtrak train hitting the car was like a bug hitting the front windshield of your vehicle. We were on an Amtrak. This is like 2015, maybe. And Julian and I took the auto train, and we were bringing some stuff up to our New York place. And we had a loaded SUV with all. You know what? I was bringing up some wine, I think. And we'll take the auto train, and that's what we did. And we were in Goose Creek, South Carolina, in the middle of the night, and just, Coop, do you have my, I need my train crash sound effect. And people in like the more cars up front said they heard a jolt. We were stopped for about an hour, but luckily no fatalities. The train was not damaged. I think there was like a little tiny scratch on the front of the train. And this guy, if you did you find it?
I don't know.
No, that's not it. Yeah, there we go. No, that's not.
Goose Creek?
You got to type in, it's Goose Creek. I remember it was an Asian dude.
What year?
It was 2015. I'm telling you, 2015 or 2016. It was an Asian dude that was drunk off his ass and parked his car on the railroad tracks.
All right, so police say...
here we go, that's it.
Drunk driver, abandoned car struck by Amtrak train.
And Goose Creek, South Carolina. Yep, right there, South Carolina. It was September 5th of 2016. Authorities say an Amtrak train in South Carolina was delayed after hitting a vehicle that got stuck on the tracks by a drunk driver north of Charleston. Amtrak spokeswoman Christina Leeds said in an email Monday that there were no injuries and the train was delayed for 3 hours. Was it 3 hours? I thought... Oh, this is it. Hanahan Police Captain Michael Fowler said in an email that 54-year-old Hung Tran,
Yeah.
that guy was hung, Hung Tran, got stuck in gravel by the tracks after he misjudged a turn about 11 p.m. on Sunday. The engineer told police Tran was waving his arms at the train as it neared.
That does no good because you just can't stop a train.
Fowler said Tran was charged with driving under the influence. His blood alcohol level was a 0.15.
His name's almost Train.
Yeah, I just
Hung Train. That's right. Yes, Pat, I'd like to buy a vowel. Yes, is there an I? No. Just add an I to Tran. Hey, good pick there. Good pick. And, I did an interview. Because I listen to what happened. If you go, let me go to my Twitter real quick. If I go to my Twitter, hang on, let me type this in. At TODDSCHNITT at Todd Schnitt. Let me do Train Amtrak, and I tweeted from the train, and let me find this. Hoping.
You tweeted from the Twain?
I did. I tweeted from the Twain. Here we go. 4 September 2016. Breaking news. Amtrak Auto Train number 52 northbound. We just hit a vehicle near Goose Creek, South Carolina. We are completely stopped. So I tweet that out. And then I start getting messages from local media. And I think it was the NBC station in Charleston, South Carolina. They say, hey, can you do an interview? And I had my iPad with me. I did a FaceTime. And I was on the local news in Charleston, South Carolina, and my radio show runs there. Or it did back then. My radio show was on a station there. And they're like, hey, are you Todd Schnitt from the radio? I'm like, yeah. What are you doing on the auto train? I'm just a regular guy. I'm on the freaking auto train. And we just hit Hung Train.
All right. Hung Tran. The train hit Tran.
The train hit Tran.
Okay.
That's bad luck for Hung.
Yeah.
Stuck in the mud right on the tracks. It's like a movie.
Listen, I have pictures on emergency vehicle scene from northbound Amtrak. I'm on the train. Breaking news. I did a whole bunch of tweets from this thing.
Did they let you off the train?
No. We were just on the train. Yeah. And I didn't think it was 3 hours. But anyway, Fester, yes, I recommend the auto train.
All right.
I love the auto train. But don't chintz out. Don't get you got to get the whole, are you going with the whole family?
Yeah.
All right, you got to get the whole cabin. You got to get and there's something with the cabins. I think
there's 2 cabins.
Yeah, you want to get the biggest cabin size. And then also, I think there's something about having a cabin on the end versus the middle that you might get a little bigger cabin.
I think you should get you should get the caboose because the sparks that are going to come from the train that you're in.
Yes.
Because of the weight capacity.
Yes.
Yeah, Fester, absolutely, 100%. You want to take the auto train. So when is this?
Well, we're taking a week off in July.
Right.
Right. And I might visit Uncle Joe and
who the hell's Uncle Joe?
And Aunt Kamala in Washington, D.C.
Oh, you're going to go, you're going to take the kids up to see the Washington Monument and maybe get on a White House tour?
I'm going to call my Congress representative and see if I can't schedule a White House tour.
Look at that.
Kathy Castor, expect a call from me today, people.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
No other places you're going to visit?
Maybe we'll visit.
Go to my sister-in-law's restaurant.
We'll visit Grant's tomb.
Right.
I don't know.
Come on, you're Northern Virginia. Where else would you go?
Luray Caverns.
Oh, yes, Luray. Oh, in fact, go to Luray Caverns is great.
So we're thinking about auto training it up, going to Washington, and then driving back.
Now, I don't know if the Luray Caverns has changed, but when I was a little kid, we went to, I grew up in Virginia Beach after we left New York, and we went to Luray Caverns when I was maybe, 10, 11 years old. And back then, literally, you walked into like a building with like a gift shop,
right?
And then there was like a closet door. And you walk through like a closet door and then down steps, and you were in this unbelievable cavern for 3 miles. Unbelievable. All right, folks, we've got an hour to go. Tom Brady. Folks are calling Tom Brady out. And then, did you hear about the woman that put a condom on her leg? All right, you got to hear about the lady, and I've got the MJ Morning Show email bag we got to go through. We got a lot of stuff. We got an hour to go. We're back in a minute on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Do not move. We are loaded next. The Duncan Duo. Ted. Ted, I hope you like your long-distance dedication, Hungry Eyes by Eric Carmen. And the countdown rolls on.
Well,
I guess I can't blame Ted. Listen, we just finished up an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ, and, we usually play a song there, kind of, reset things. And I think yesterday we were running late, and I kind of dropped the song, and I got a little email from Ted last night.
Just listen to the boss already.
All right, I guess I can't blame the dude. All right.
Well.
All right, 9:02. It is the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. The Tom Brady situation. You see, the internet exploded. The internet exploded yesterday. All the sniping, the snide comments on social media. And this was after the story broke. Remember, we did this. What time did we grab the story?
So the news broke about this time, and I think we had it on within a couple of minutes. So maybe within the next 20 minutes or so from now.
Yeah, and there was a big breaking news item. This is breaking news from the MJ Morning Show. And the news was that Tom Brady is going to join Fox Sports after he decides to throw in the towel. That's that quarterback towel that they have that they hang over their crotch, that they get the sweaty hands taken care of. So Tom Brady, after he's done with the Bucs or done quarterbacking, which I think it's going to be after next season. So Tom Brady is going to QB for the Bucs for one more year, the upcoming NFL season. Then he's going to retire. And then it was announced that he's put together close to a $400 million deal with Fox Sports. And was it Lachlan Murdoch announced this yesterday morning, of course, of the Murdoch media fortune family, Rupert's son, Lachlan.
Rupert.
Yep.
Horrible name, Lachlan.
And Tom Brady apparently is going to make close to $40 million a year.
What's a 10-year deal?
A 10-year deal? What? Yeah, somewhere between
insane.
$375 to $400 million deal.
How much does he make as a quarterback?
Well, that's a good question.
My
isn't he making like $25 million as quarterback? He
should retire now and start that job.
He's going to make more money as a commentator on Fox for NFL on Fox. This is the NFL on Fox.
How does that guy not just want to do a couple chill side gigs? How much money do you need?
Well, and Giselle has more than him.
God, here's the deal. Is the internet exploded yesterday with things like Tom Brady must hate his family.
Seriously,
That's
must
what we
be
said.
So pissed at everybody.
That's what it's coming down to. That's pretty bad.
I think one of us said that yesterday. I don't know who said it.
I think Roxanne said,
maybe
want to see his family?
Maybe you said that, but this kind of came up on the show yesterday. Remember, he was retiring. When he announced his retirement, he initially said that he wanted to spend more time with his family due to the schedule. So now what? He's going to be on the road as an analyst now? Now, do we know if are they going to use him like in studio? Is he going to be?
He's going to be calling games.
He's
that much money,
or is he going to be calling games?
He's going to be at the Fox Game of the Week, the Sunday 4:00 game.
That's right. Yeah.
Dallas versus Tampa, or two NFC teams going at it.
They pay him that much, you better be there.
Yeah, it's not. That's not just like a show up on game day kind of gig. That's like
this preparation,
right? And have meetings and then go to wherever they're playing. So there's going to be more travel and stuff involved, just like with football.
Listen, I don't know Tom Brady. Tom Brady, of course, knows me. But I don't know Tom Brady. I've got nothing against Tom Brady. He's a remarkable athlete. I wish
and broadcaster apparently.
Well, here's the deal about that. I wish Tom Brady no ill will. I wish him the ultimate success. He's already had amazing success, obviously, in his life. But I'm questioning his broadcast acumen. When he does press conferences, he's kind of like light and dry, and there's just not a lot of spark there. Suddenly is he gonna grow a huge personality as a color commentator for Fox and the game of the week?
Let me get in there and tell you that
get in here. Come on, get in here. Come on, get in here.
You don't have. He doesn't need to have an outgoing personality when he's talking about just winning a football game. He can just be be vanilla. In fact, that's what you want more from your like quote team leaders. You don't want them to be bombastic and that you just want them to kind of stay steady. So whatever personality you see in him.
Did you say bombastic? I'm Mr. Fantastic. I'm bombastic. Hello, I'm Shaggy, Mr. Bombastic.
Shaggy. Mr. Bombastic. I wish Shaggy was a spokesman for the Buccaneers. No, but MJ, think about where Tom came
Come on,
from.
cool. Find me Shaggy, Mr. Bombastic. That's got to be in Gino's Saturday night dance party pile. Come on.
All we got is it wasn't me.
Really? We don't have Mr. Bombastic?
Oh, no way.
Would you have ever figured Tony Romo would be such a little spitfire?
Well,
No?
that's another question. How much is Tony Romo being paid by CBS?
It's like a $30 million contract because everybody was pissed that he's making more than almost every player in the NFL.
Right, and then I'm sure Tom Brady probably wanted to make more
than him, of
than
course.
Tony Romo's place for ribs.
Yes.
So, but Tom might be one of the smartest quarterbacks in the history of football. And he can call this game. He can point things out. I think Tony Romo being a very intelligent quarterback has added a lot to CBS.
I'm tired of Tom Brady.
I mean, there's Troy Aikman, who they're losing. Troy Aikman's like, oh, yeah, that was a good throw.
And when you're OC.
That was really good.
And Aikman is going to ESPN.
Yeah, he and Joe
Buck.
When you're OCD
Joe
about...
Buck, Banana Fana.
Yeah,
phone.
right?
Yeah.
Yep. When you're OCD about being the best at what you do, like Tom Brady is, I'm sure he'll come out of the gate and he'll be like, people will be giving him a hard time. Oh, he was boring or he didn't do this or that. But because he loves to be the best, he'll probably train and do what he needs to do to make himself the best.
But then it doesn't comport with the fact that
Why don't we play this song? We should play that on.
I love the Shaggy voice. You know what? I love both Shaggies. I like that Shaggy, and I love Zoink Scoob. Hey, are you hungry? Let's go get a Scooby snack. Zoink Scoob.
Oh, it's a shame that the two of them have
I'm
not done
listening to the MJ Morning Show on Q105.
Do you know how much weed would be involved in that collaboration between Shaggy and Shaggy?
Scooby.
They'd be smoking everything. I mean, MJ, think of
They'd be crushing up Scooby snacks and snorting them also.
I don't know that there's been an athlete who's honestly spent more time in front of a camera in the last 15 years than Tom Brady. He gives interviews. He's very savvy.
But again, when he does
he has a documentary Man in the Arena.
I know when he does his pressers though, he's not the most
I got another
personality filled and exciting.
Think about where he came from in New England with Belichick. His press conferences are on to Cleveland.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Belichick with like one-word answers.
And very bitchy towards the media. And someone just texted me, this is a good point, on my personal text line. I think Tom is a huge sellout. He bitched and complained about media his entire career, and now he's joining the media.
Okay.
So somebody texted that to your personal phone?
Yeah.
Who was that?
My cousin.
Vinny?
Yes.
Was it Vinny?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Very good. All right, so the internet believes...
Vinny Testaverde, actually. I forgot.
Wow.
So the internet believes that Tom Brady must hate his family because now he's going to be on the road away from his family when he said he wanted to spend more time with his son Benjamin, who's 12, and Viv, who's 9.
But Daddy, you're going to keep go, bye-bye?
Yep. I'll
And
see
then
you kids in college.
14-year-old son Jack, and of course Jack is from the Bridget Moynihan marriage,
Right.
not the Giselle Bunchenbop.
Moynihan relationship.
They
Yes,
were engaged,
you're correct.
right?
Relationship, not technically a marriage.
Mommy Giselle, Daddy's Tom said he stays home.
What do you think of the Bunchenbop? You like that? You like the Bunchenbop?
Good for Tom. I think he'll do a great job.
I think
But
he'll do
the thing is, when he retires, when the hell is he planning on retiring?
It's going to be after this season.
You think this
Yeah,
one?
Absolutely.
You don't think he has two more in him?
Nope. This will be his last season with the Bucks, and then he goes to Fox for the following season.
I'm only praying that Tom plays 2 more years just so I could see him wear the orange creamsicle uniforms. They're not wearing it this season coming up, but next year after that.
They're going to go back to those full time?
No, just like a couple, sprinkle it in. Like 2 to 3 games a year.
A peppering? Is that what you said?
A peppering.
All right. A woman says, I don't want to hear that some guys are for a condom. You know, how do I put this delicately?
I'm confused.
All right. I'll take Roxanne. I need a woman's touch here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I can't reach you from here.
Grab this. Hand that to Roxanne. hand this to Roxanne.
You didn't even hear it.
What?
You
I said I can't reach you from
you
over
said,
here.
I need a woman's touch, and Roxanne's like, I can't even reach you.
No, I heard that. I just didn't put it together. All right. So go ahead and delicately handle this as a woman. Why don't you deal with these deets right here? Go ahead. What is the
I just read the headline. You just want me to read the headline?
What does the headline say?
It says, woman puts condom on leg to prove men aren't too big. So she put, like, for a guy who says, oh, I don't want to wear that because it won't fit because I'm well endowed. Then she's putting one on her entire, over her foot, her calf, up to her knee, and stretching it out up to her knee.
This lady
takes not true.
She takes a condom. And exactly what Roxanne said. There's photographic evidence here. There is a picture of this woman putting a condom over her foot like it's a stocking and then pulling it up all the way, like, is it all the way up her thigh? Like it's pantyhose.
It's like thigh-high pantyhose, yeah.
And this is a normal, regular, like, drugstore condom that she's putting over her entire leg and stretching this thing.
Well, she got it over her size 7 foot and then all the way up above the kneecap, yeah.
Isn't that what Howie Mandel used to do with blow it up on his head?
No, he did latex gloves.
Which was hysterical, by the way. I have never went to go visit somebody in a hospital and not do that joke.
Oh, boy.
You see that NASA, and I have this in my pile. I think this story's from last week, actually. So if I'm a little late, I apologize. But I'm thinking with the whole Britney Spears, the continuation of her putting all these, like, nude photos up on Instagram. Did you see that NASA is going to send drawings of naked humans to space in order to, send messages to aliens if they're out there?
They're sexting aliens.
Essentially.
There's stuff floating around in space that they, like audio tapes from, like, the 60s and stuff that they sent up.
Dude, our radio signals go out into space and keep going and going and going.
But I'm saying they sent up, like, actual, like, stuff from, like, the 60s.
Wait. All radio waves don't stop, Froggy. That's what he's saying. Anything that's ever been broadcasted leaves the Earth
it's
on a
still
straight line.
going. I believe, I don't know how long before it dissipates and it's gone, but I was told, like, when I was a kid by a radio engineer that the broadcast signals, they just keep going and going and going, especially like AM radio, but I think FM as well, that radio waves go into the atmosphere and they just keep traveling.
So aliens can listen on the radio, but they can't listen on their computers.
I wish I could turn on my computer.
No, you use the ET app. Yeah, use the ET app and you can pick stuff up. But listen, I'd always heard that our signals just keep going and going. Like, I probably have the MJ Morning Show from 2002 still floating out there somewhere.
Wow.
Oh, thank God you've answered. Meep mop.
Those aliens are listening to old Art Bell shows like, he's figuring us out.
I think he's on to us, George Norrie.
Phone home. Meat mop. I hate this. Oh, thank God you've answered.
This guy's never going to make it.
We're going to invade Earth and kill that guy.
Just
Milton
him.
Fludge Cow. Oh, thank God you've answered. You know, I'm going to get laser zapped like that in the Mars invasion movie. What was that?
Mars Attacks?
Mars Attacks, yes.
The Mars Invasion movie. Yeah, it was called Mars Attacks.
Hey, thank you very much. All right, Fester, do you have the details on this? So what I'm suggesting is, why don't we just send nude pictures of Britney Spears from Instagram out into space?
But what hit me is you said they're drawings, not were they sketches?
Reports are that NASA's new project, Beacon in the Galaxy, is hoping the messages they transmit into space will result in some kind of contact back. You know, some folks say that's a bad idea.
Maybe you could send the nude sketch you did of Allison.
No, but listen, I remember that. But some folks say that we should not try to contact aliens because then they'll come here and they'll like try to destroy Earth. And listen, I say that's crap because listen, if any aliens have the technology to get here, they know we're here. I mean, what are we, some secret? We're a mystery? If they possess technology to go through time warps, or they can travel faster than the speed of light, come on, they know we're here.
All right, so I just went to Snopes.
Yes.
Which they debunk or verify, kind of like what, urban legends or internet rumors.
Yeah, well, I've got a story right here. I've got a story from TMZ that NASA's new beacon in the galaxy will include sending a new drawing of a man and a woman, the human form, into space, and they're like waving, like saying hello. Also, if that's true, if they're going to send a picture of the human form and they're like waving hello, how do you know that, like in alien language, that the hand in the air, like waving hello, how do you know that doesn't mean like bleep you?
Yeah.
Or we're coming to kill you, you alien son of a.
Yeah.
You're our next victim.
So what's today's date?
Today is the May 11th.
Okay, so yesterday, published May 10th on Snopes.
Yep.
No, NASA does not plan to send nude photos into space.
What?
Snopes.
Dude, I've got the story right here.
From what day?
You're saying that TMZ is wrong?
Well,
this is from the 3rd, so this is from 8 days ago. I told you I was late on the story.
A NASA spokesperson told Snopes that the idea was very experimental, and it was authored by 2 NASA scientists, but it was not under the direction of the U.S. Space Agency and will not be put into
So
action.
now we're not sending nude pictures into space? Well, maybe we can sell them on a real photograph of Britney Spears nude, though. We can have Britney Spears boobs floating out into the galaxies. What do you think?
2 orbs.
Yeah.
Look at those boobs.
New moons, orbiting.
Her butt's the moon.
Exactly. All right. How much time do we have? All right, I think we have time here. Fester, bring up the story about the student on the airplane not knowing how to fly. The instructor pilot passes out? Man, this is nuts. This happened over in West Palm Beach. This is amazing. A passenger. Now, do we even know, was he going to take lessons? Was this? All right, bring up the story. Let me see the story here. All right, here's the story. Nuts. All right, can you scroll up so I can?
I was giving you the headline first, and then give you the
headline.
story.
A passenger. I got it here. A passenger with no flying experience landed a Cessna 208 Caravan, and that's more difficult than a Cessna 172.
I mean, the number's higher.
It is. You're correct.
Not as difficult as a Cessna 310.
A Cessna 208 landed the airplane with the help of air traffic control at Palm Beach International Airport yesterday afternoon after the pilot collapsed. The pilot had some kind of a medical episode, and he was out. He was unresponsive. And here's the audio. You got to hear this. This is truly amazing. This is the passenger of the plane talking to the tower at KPBI at Palm Beach International.
I've got a serious situation here. My pilot has gone incoherent.
So I've got a serious situation here. My pilot did he say my pilot has gone incoherent?
That's right. My pilot has gone incoherent.
Right.
I've got a serious situation here. My pilot has gone incoherent. I have no idea how to fly the airplane.
I have no idea how to fly the airplane. This guy's like
He's so
pretty
calm,
calm,
man.
yeah.
I'd be freaking
yes,
out.
I have no idea how to fly the airplane.
9100.
Number 333 Lima Delta, Roger. What's your position?
I have no idea.
All right, so the tower says, "What's your position?" And this guy says, "I have no idea."
Yeah, I'm over water.
He says, "Oh, I see the coastline."
Coast of Florida in front of me.
He says, "Yeah, I've got the coast of Florida in front of me."
Oh, my God.
What was the situation with the pilot?
He is incoherent. He is out.
Number 3 Lima Delta, Roger. Try to hold the wings level and see if you can start descending for me. Push forward on the controls and descend at a very slow rate.
So push the controls forward, nose down, start to bring your altitude down. This guy's never flown a plane. This is like a bad airplane movie.
How hard could it be, apparently?
Hey, is the nun playing the guitar with the sick kid in the back?
No, but some old white lady speaks jive, apparently.
Lay him down and smack him, yak him.
Hey, that's the best.
That was Barbara Billingsley. That was the mother from Leave It to Beaver.
That's right.
Yes. All right, here's the rest of the audio.
You just witnessed a couple passengers land that plane. Man, they did a great job.
Did you say the passengers landed the airplane?
That's correct. Oh my gosh, yeah, no, great job. No flying experience. We got a controller that works them down. That's a flight instructor.
So
is that unbelievable? Yeah. It turns out that one of the guys in the tower at Palm Beach International Airport, right off of Belvedere and Southern Boulevard, been there a million times. The guy in the tower actually is a private pilot, knows the Cessna, and talked the guy down. And the landing looked pretty freaking good.
So does this guy? Yeah, does he get an instant license? I mean,
he should
certify him now.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a backstory about why the guy was up? Was he doing an experimental flight? Was he a friend of the pilot? What was the story on this guy?
Dude, I would be freaking.
Yeah, Frog. Can I get an example of what Froggy you'd sound like on the radio after the pilot collapses? Go ahead.
I'm gonna die. Hello. Something like that.
Along those lines. Yeah.
Wow.
But I do have experience on the sim, with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That might help a little bit, actually.
I wonder if he has that experience.
Yeah. All right, you got the MJ Morning Show. The final chunk of the program is next. We have a lot of stuff to get to. We're going to go bam, bam, bam. I guarantee you're going to be remarkably entertained. A lot of stuff to go over next in the final chunk of the show on the MJ broadcast. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Now, let me whip out the mix. And hungry like the wolf. All right. MJ and the crew here. This is pretty remarkable. Roxanne just took a phone call. And this is a friend of yours that heard us speaking about the pilot or the non-pilot landing the plane after the real pilot got disabled.
Yes, exactly. And it is her girlfriend's brother. So we hopefully can talk to him.
This is a friend of yours?
Yes.
So a friend of yours knows of another woman who's
her friend's brother.
Okay. I got
Who
it.
was the guy that miraculously landed the plane at Palm Beach International yesterday.
Unbelievable.
With no experience whatsoever after the pilot collapsed.
And was so calm.
Give this man the key to the city.
All right, that's crazy. All right, can we get him on?
We're trying.
Well, what's the procedure? What do you have them doing? I'd love to talk to this guy.
So I said, here's our information. Ask him if he's able to talk to us.
Hey, Coop, heads up. We might have the guy that landed the plane calling up, all right? Coop, can you...
It might be tomorrow. Might be tomorrow.
All right. He might be taking flying lessons right now.
Yeah.
It might be a bit.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'd love to get this guy on. That's fantastic. Wow. All right, 9:34, it's the MJ Morning Show. A lot of ground to cover in the final chunk of the program. I mentioned MJ Mailbag, and I get a ton of email, and I thought I'd go over some of the email that we get. If you ever want to drop me a note, my personal private email is mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com. This goes to me and me only. Same thing with the rest of the crew. Froggy, do you check your email?
Can you send me that link? I haven't checked it. It's like 8 months.
What?
I need you to send it to me again. I got a new phone and I forgot to download it.
Are you well, where's I gave you your login. I don't have your password anymore. I don't have your...
Is there somebody we can call it the host company
to
reset?
God.
No, just send me the link to where you go to do it.
Yeah, me too.
And me.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No, but mine's...
Are you kidding me?
No, just
Can you just resend it to all three of us?
And Coop, even though he's leaving in a week.
Hold on. When was the last time you checked Roxanne at mjmorningshow.com?
Since I have switched over my computers. So it's been like a week. But I can't get in on my new computer.
Well, do you have a password keeper? Do you know your login?
No, that's the problem.
Why do you not know your login? What am I working with here?
When was the last time you looked?
What month is this?
Oh my God!
May?
You know what? I'm shutting you guys down.
No.
That is not good customer service. If we're giving out your email address and you guys are not even getting your damn email.
First of all,
I get my email. It's mj@mjmorningshow.com.
And
Can I just give my Yahoo one?
And I would like to say that if somebody sends something to Fester, they usually include MJ at MJ Morning Show and Roxanne at MJ Morning Show.
So let us check your
Somebody
email.
else is seeing it. I mean, nobody's sending me anything great that MJ's not getting.
All right, I got an email from Neil.
Hey, Neil.
And Neil says, hey, love the show. I'm still listening to every podcast in full. Whatever happened to the following? Oh, he wants a little follow-up list here.
Oh, boy.
Number 1, new studio. Why are they slow rolling you?
I've got a theory on it, but nobody wants to hear my theory.
What is your theory there, Fester?
I think they want to see how long we're going to sign for next time.
Oh, really?
I bet you nothing gets built until something else is signed.
Well, they got to build it anyway.
Our contract's up.
No, they don't.
In a couple of months. Our deal's up. The end of this year, deal's done.
Jan 1, if the Flip and Flap Morning Show come on Q105, they'll use this studio and have no problems.
Or 15 songs in a row.
I love Flippy and
music mornings.
The Flippy and Flap Morning Show are really good.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the new studio. Yes, we're getting slow rolled. I've never seen anything like this. I don't know. Okay. I have no idea.
We've only been here a couple of years. What do you expect them to do?
Number 2, the Tampa treasure hunt. What happened?
I was wondering that.
What was that again?
As well. I asked you about that a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
This is the guy that contacted me. The guy is loaded and wants to do a buried treasure hunt to top the guy that buried that treasure out in the national. Was it national park or was it national forest?
Somewhere out west,
like Utah or something,
Hey,
or wherever.
made the biggest deal about this.
No, the guy's still in contact with me. He says he's just trying to get his ducks in a row. And a guy says that he legitimately, and I know enough about the guy that I know that he has the means. I don't think it's a BS story. But a guy contacted me, and he wants to do a Florida treasure hunt, and he wants to bury millions of dollars and just give clues. And he wants us to be sort of the radio station with the portal. He wants the MJ Morning Show to be like the portal of information. So, listen, I'm still in contact with the guy. I spoke to him 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? What is this?
2 weeks, 2 months.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago. So those are the two items there. So, Neil, thank you for the email. Folks, any questions you have, any hot tips, any gossip, you have any material for the show, anything we need to know about, hey, send me an email. MJ@MJMorningshow.com. That's MJ@MJMorningshow.com. And also, you can always call us. You can call this show anytime. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. And you can text us at the same number, 800-990-1047. Oh, this is not good news. Yeah, Fester, you're giving me
I'm just surprised. Those are Neil's only 2 questions.
Yeah.
No other questions, Neil?
No.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Nope, that's it. All right. Not good news here. Inflation has surged even higher than expected. Remember last month's inflation number? Everyone was freaking out because the inflation was like 8.5%.
And that's if you don't leave your house. If you actually drive a car to work, and it's even higher.
Inflation has surged higher than expected. So I might have said even higher. Well, they expected inflation to be lower for April with the new numbers out today. And no, the inflation rate was higher than they expected. The inflation rate in April was 8.3%. And again, that's near a 40-year record. And what this again means, folks, and I don't need to tell you this, everything's more expensive.
Yeah, it's like 11% inflation if you're a meat eater.
Everything is through. If you're a meteor,
If you're a meteor,
if you're a ball of flame streaking through the sky,
projectile in space through the roof.
Yeah. Now, but I don't need to tell everyone this. Everything's more expensive. Everything you go to buy, everything that you gas in your car, food at the supermarket, everything.
Oxygen.
Prices are, even the free stuff's more expensive. I think that's what Roxanne's trying to say. But numbers are out, and inflation for April was higher than expected. So, not great. Let me get Michelle on the phone. How much time do we have? Yeah, we got a little bit of time here.
I'm not surprised by that news.
Oh, either am I. Let me get Michelle on the phone because she, of course, is our Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial analyst. And I think Michelle's got some speculation, or she's got some insight into a story. What time? It's not. Oh, she might be downstairs. Oh, no, she. Hello? Hello? The hell was that?
You didn't even get the blah, blah, blah.
No. Hello?
Is she there?
Hang on a sec. Coop, I just picked up one of the lines, and I think, can you guys pick up a line, see who's on real quick? Let me know if I need that. All right. I have no idea. That was weird. It's like blah blah. Oh. Now I'm getting the blah blah. Now we're going right to the voice. All right, let me try our cell phone. What's going on?
So there's no Amber Heard.
Hello.
Yeah, I got a question for Bob Marley music.
About what music, sir?
I think he wants to hear Bob Marley music.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'll tell you
we
what.
don't take requests around here.
Yeah, we take requests, of course.
Let's play some Bob Marley music for the guy.
We have any Bob
you have any
Marley?
Bob Marley music back there, guys? When
Yeah.
the guy calls in, wants to hear Bob Marley.
Let's get together and feel all right. Here you go, Bob Marley. Right.
Shut up!
Now we're talking.
There you go.
All right, thanks.
Where's the guy that calls in and always requests the Go-Go's? I haven't talked to him in a while.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get my damn wife on the phone here, and that was just odd.
All right, so there's no testimony this week in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, where are you?
In the bed.
Yeah, what happened with the phone? I just tried to call you.
I don't know. Sometimes when I pick it up, it's like it's already hung up, like 2 rings or 3 rings or something.
That was odd. All right, this is like a rumor floating around, and I know that you sent me a story on this last night. What is the deal? people think that Johnny Depp is dating the hot female attorney on his trial team?
Well, they're always giggling.
I brought this up to you yesterday. Remember, they were seen in an embrace. She ran over to him when he was leaving, and she's sexy.
So Michelle sent me a story last night, and the word is that Johnny Depp is not dating one of the female attorneys as part of the trial team, right?
So the way the camera sits looking at Johnny, and I noticed this last Thursday, the last day of testimony, her whole V cleavage area is coming out of the top of his head. Because she sits in the table behind Johnny.
Right.
Johnny sits at the table next to the guy with the awful tie.
He was only sitting there when you're the active attorney.
Objection.
So when other attorneys were assigned to the different witnesses, that's the attorney that is the one who's, objecting or doing the directs or crosses. So she was only sitting there because she's going to be the cross-examiner for Amber Turd.
Okay. Were you the one that changed Amber's IMDb page, Michelle?
Maybe.
Sounds guilty to me.
Michelle has picked up some very extensive hacking skills.
Yes.
Are you an anonymous? Okay.
All right, so is there something breaking on the case, MJ?
No, there's nothing breaking on the case. Just that Johnny Depp, people were speculating that Johnny Depp was dating this attractive female attorney.
Vasquez.
And is that her name?
Yes.
Why would anybody want to date him? He is a mess.
Plus, there could be a turd in the bed as well.
I mean,
I know you want to go on a first date, but you might end up having to clean my poopies because I might pass out and vomit on myself. Is that okay?
Oh,
you're so hot.
Okay.
Camille Vasquez is her name, one of the numerous attorneys that are part of the trial team. And listen, Michelle, one of the other reasons why I was calling is, you need to go to a methadone clinic or something because you're having trial withdrawal this week.
Well, I got to get all my work done this week so I can watch it all next week.
Yeah,
what's her name?
My potato chips and just.
What's the lawyer's name, Michelle? Camille
Vasquez.
So
Vasquez, yeah.
I'll look her up.
Michelle.
Yeah.
The case that, or the testimony that Amber's saying about Johnny, or what Johnny said about Amber, does anybody want to date either of these people?
No.
I mean, even if Johnny was half truth, and even if some of the stories are true that Amber's saying, does anybody want to be affiliated with these guys in any romantic or intimate capacity ever?
Fester, have you seen what happens when he arrives at the courthouse?
Yeah, but have you seen...
There is a fan club when he arrives at the courthouse in Fairfax or Northern Virginia, wherever the hell this thing is. When he arrives at the courthouse, there are 100 screaming women outside holding up signs. Johnny, we love you. Johnny, we love you.
Yeah.
Team Johnny.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until he shows you his assortment of glass bottles.
Yeah, I'm going to cut off my finger.
Oh, I'm a real big Johnny Depp fan. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not a fan anymore. I'm out of here. Goodbye, Johnny.
I'd sign your autograph, but I'm missing a fingertip.
Camille has a boyfriend, by the way.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Johnny doesn't care.
What are you
about
laughing
that.
at, Michelle?
The finger.
Oh, the fingertip.
I ran out of blood.
All right, Michelle, I love you. I'll see you soon.
All right, see you when you get home.
Hey, Froggy and I love you too. We'll see you Friday.
Yeah.
Bye, baby.
That's right. All are at my house Friday night for the big coop going away party.
Hey, did you invite the management people?
No, God, no.
Well, no. Listen, I want to ask you that. Should we invite Ted and should we invite Travis and Steve?
I think you should invite them.
All right, I'm not going.
You think we should invite them?
No.
Should we invite Johnny Depp?
Yes.
No, that's a party.
That would be a legendary party. Yeah, I mean...
Should we invite Wendy Williams?
Yes.
Doing her best Amber Heard?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Wendy, welcome.
That is a Johnny and an Amber.
Yeah. Did you guys get your Tesla yet? Folks, if you don't know it, Fester has ordered a new Tesla for his wife, Allison.
You ordered a Tesla.
And it's a Tesla. It's the one that looks like an eggplant. What shape is that?
They all either look like eggplant or personal massage items if you really look at them.
So which model did you order?
The Model Y.
So why?
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 The Model, huh?
Why?
What a baller.
Yeah, they didn't have a model.
Happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So you don't have it yet.
No, I think it's due in the next 3 weeks.
The reason why I bring this up is Tesla has recalled almost 130,000 vehicles. Why? The infotainment system could overheat. And it is overheating on numerous models.
I've heard that. Yeah, a guy told me that he parked his car while he was on a cruise, and his battery kept going down and down and down because it had to maintain a temperature to keep the computer system from frying.
The infotainment system is overheating, and I don't know if any have burst into flames, but Tesla's recalling 129,960 vehicles to fix the infotainment system that may overheat before and during fast charging. Can you imagine you're watching, I don't know, Backdraft or something?
Oh, that movie's awesome.
You're watching Backdraft and you're like, oh my God! And like your Tesla burst into flames or Firestarter. Did I see that they're remaking Firestarter?
Are they?
Yes. I believe I saw a commercial for Firestarter. Now that when I was a kid, that was like a Drew Barrymore thing. Remember, she was a little blonde, little delinquent kid, and she'd point her finger and crap would burst into flames?
I thought that was called Carrie.
All right, so Firestarter's in theaters now. It was released, it's going to be...
When did it come out?
No, it's this weekend, this Friday.
Oh, so I'm telling you, there's a new Firestarter, and it opens this weekend. This is based on, Stephen King's Firestarter story, and... in theaters and streaming only on Peacock, May 13th. That's 2 days from now on Friday.
Ooh, I'll watch that.
Yeah, so if you've got a Tesla, make sure it doesn't burst into flames. And speaking of tech, wow. Apple is going to discontinue the iPod after 20 years.
Oh, no.
Who still has an iPod?
Yeah,
I have my old one.
I do.
Do you use it?
I do. I have.
It's fun to go in and listen to the music you used to have back in the day.
I have an iPod Touch. I've got about 5,500 pieces on it. I have an
He has an iPod Touch and iPod cough.
So,
thanks for that.
No problem. I have an iPod Touch, and I like to ski with it. Instead of running my cell phone down, I have an iPod Touch. I've got a whole separate thing that's got 5,500 files on it.
You listen to music while you ski?
I do the lawn and listen to mine.
What else would I be doing?
Ski?
Yes.
Really?
You're shocked that I listen to music when I ski?
I just think you have to concentrate on what you're doing.
You can't concentrate and listen to music?
You like to listen to the...
No, I can't picture that. Okay.
I listen to music and do everything.
The nature of the mountains?
Most people, a lot of people have an earbud or two in. I ski only with one earbud. So when I listen to music, I do not have my earbuds in both ears.
Yeah, because then you can't hear somebody coming up behind you. That's dangerous.
I want to hear what's going on. That's why I ski with only one earbud, either my left or right.
God, what if you lose it?
This is very common for people to listen to pieces. Or I also have every single one, like 1,500 of... Oh, God. Welcome. Come in.
Love those.
I'm E.G. Marshall. The old CBS Radio Mystery Theaters.
Yes.
I've got 1,500, all of the episodes from the 70s and early 80s on my iPod, and then I've got tons of songs on there. And Apple announced that they're going to discontinue sales of the iPod, ending a 20-year run.
That's it?
So I guess I think they might be putting one more out, and that's it. Yeah, iPod gradually became obsolete as Apple added music streaming capabilities to other devices, blah, blah, blah. Apple's blog post revealed the iPod's imminent demise included pricing information about the iPhone, the Apple iWatch, the iPad, an indication that the platform, those platforms have replaced the music player. I guess you can still get some old stock, but I think they're still available, but that's it. They're done.
You don't see anybody lining up at the Apple store to get the new iPod.
I think. Oh, and speaking of tech, guess who's tested positive? Guess who is positive for COVID?
Bill Gates.
Yes.
Oh, that was just a guess.
No, it is. You're right.
You said tech. I was going to guess one of the big wigs anyway.
No, you're right. Bill Gates has tested positive for COVID. And, He's been vaccinated. He's all shot up with the special Bill Gates tracking chips that were injected into his body. He's tracking himself.
You'd imagine he could be able to.
Do you know there are really people that believe that the vaccines contained little microchips to track you? Seriously. There are people that really believe that. All right. I think we're done, man. I got a lot of stuff left over, so we got a lot of stuff for tomorrow's show. Anything else before we go, guys?
I'm going to get my first pedicure with my daughter today.
Aww.
She's old enough.
Now, is your 5-year-old or your 3-year-old getting the pedicure?
The 5-year-old. Getting her toes painted for the first time.
Snap some pictures for your WikiFeet profile.
Of course, I'll get right on
God, that is awful. That is terrible.
We need to update that.
Hey, please follow up on the guy that landed the plane.
Yeah, I will.
Roxanne's got a friend who knows the guy that landed the plane in Palm Beach with no experience. All right, we got to get him on for tomorrow.
That'd be great.
Would you please work on that?
I will.
All right, before we shut things down today, folks, zero res. You know what zero res means? Zero res means zero residue, and that is what you want when it comes to your carpets. You don't want to bring a carpet cleaning company in that's going to give all kinds of soapy residue, the run of your house. You don't want the chemical smell. And that's why you go to Zero Res, because Zero Res, they use ZR water. It's a patented process, and ZR water gets your carpets cleaner. They stay cleaner longer. Fester's had Zero Res out at his house, I think, 300 times.
Okay. 3 times.
Okay, I'm
300.
Yeah, 3 times because his kids are slobs and SpaghettiOs go everywhere. Listen, if you want your carpet cleaned, if you want it cleaned right, if you want your home to look brand new, Zero Res. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for $109. 3 rooms of carpet clean for $109. Just tell them that MJ sent you from Q105. Call them at 813-375-9960, or you can book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. That's ZeroResTampaBay.com. Folks, have a brilliant Wednesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.
The Q105 app is your connection to all the big contests. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Guys, are you struggling with ED? Well, I have great